Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drop Pod. It's me, Aegis. With me is Malistrom, otherwise known as Manistrom.
Maybe once. Also Mola.
Mola.
People call me Mola. I've also been called Malaria Strom 15.
Oh. That one's a little bit too spicy for some audiences.
Yeah, it's malaria. What do you expect?
Hell yeah. You want to know what's better than malaria, though?
Only slightly better. It's Destiny 2.
When this video goes live on youtube.com/c/helljumpers or Spotify, JK, soon, TM, there's going to be a comment from yours truly in the comments section, as it should be, or where it should be, really. The only place where it could be, really. Well, I suppose there is the description, I guess. Listen, there's a comment currently when I uploaded this. I'm actually retroactive about this now. There's a link to a video that I made on this channel that you are currently watching this podcast, Malachi. Where you are currently watching this podcast now, unless you're on the Spotify soon, trademark. You won't know about this. But if you're on the YouTube portion of this, you will know about this. In which case, go look at the handy dandy comment section. You will find a link to a previous video that I've made about a build guide inside of Destiny 2. I think I have found one of the most overpowered builds. Sorry, I forced myself not to curse there. One of the most overpowered builds that I could think of were Warlock. So if you wear a dress and you like Warlock, go look at that. I submitted it for Movie of the Week, so look at it. It helps me out. If I get Movie of the Week, I'm happy. If I don't, well, I got that close, at least.
You submitted it.
Oh, yeah. How are you, friend?
Pretty well, I'd say. Doing pretty well.
Do tell.
Pretty fine. Well, after it's maybe been like 2 months. I finally mowed my lawn today. I've somewhat handled my yellow jacket problem. I was told many different things to do. By y'all, for one thing, I was told to burn my lawn after I emptied a bottle of gas into the hole where the yellow jacket nest was. And then I mentioned that to my landlord, and they were like, yeah, don't do that. I was like, yeah, I wasn't going to.
Shoutouts to a certain Ohioan for doing that one.
God. So, I got a bottle, poured some gas in, and then I poured it in the hole, and then I stuck the bottle in the hole, and I left it there overnight. Dirt goes into bottles, and it clogs things, so it kind of just sat there. And I haven't been able to find another yellow jacket hole, because apparently they sometimes tend to have two. But anyway, so there was still gasoline in the bottle the next day. And there was still a couple of yellow jackets flying around the bottle, like trying to look for a way in. So the following night, I then went ahead and got the bottle out of the hole, got the dirt out of there, and then I poured the rest in. And man, that shit like overflowed. And I was like, good, as it should. And then today I went ahead and mowed my lawn, and I have a small section of grass now where I know where the nest is, because there was still yellow jackets flying around the bottle, and I didn't want to disturb them and get stung again. So I mowed as close as I could, and then just a couple hours ago. I went outside, refilled the bottle again, and then poured some more in the hole. So I think they should be super dead, just in case. Also, just in case, I went ahead and did the old do-it-yourself bug trap, in which you take a pop bottle, or in my case, I, with a lot of effort, cut open a Gatorade bottle. I broke my scissors pretty much. I had to use a kitchen cutting knife to actually get through the rest of the bottle.
Don't you have kitchen shears?
No.
What'd you use? Safety scissors?
No.
Like those that like Frisker brand safety scissor?
I used normal scissors that I think my mom had bought for me.
Look.
And
can't curse. I'm gonna make it a point here. I cannot curse. I will say hell sometimes. What are normal scissors? Is how I could say that nicely.
Normal scissors are like just any kind of scissors that can cut that aren't baby scissors, or like wacky shaped scissors that you use on construction paper.
Continue.
So anyway, just in case, I went ahead, cut up a Gatorade bottle, and I took the top of it and flipped it over and put the actual drinking part inside, filled that up a little bit, about like halfway, with some pop, put some soap in it, and then I put it out by where the bottle is. Because I had heard that...
sound strategy.
Yeah, bugs like pop or soda. Sorry, I know there are people everywhere. Soda and pop.
Thank you.
We say
for
pop
being so inclusive to us Westerners.
So yeah, I'll see how that goes. I feel like there's probably still going to be some hanging around. If I have to wait a bit to mow the rest, that's all right. But I'm happy that I got my lawn mowed, so my landlord can leave me alone.
Oh, can I have some pop?
Yeah, I got some more. Though if I chuck it from here, when you get it, it may just explode at like the touch of the tab.
Okay, here. Wait, you made a soda bomb or a pop bomb? You made a soda bomb, though.
No, I'm saying if you want some soda, I can throw you some soda.
You can throw me soda.
Yeah. When you get it, if you touch the tab, it'll probably explode on contact.
Yeah. All right. Because you threw it at like Mach 8 just to get it from there to all the way to over here.
Yeah.
One, but if that was the case, I could make you a star. See, that's a season 2 meme right there. But
I can... You can't force it. That's not how that works. You can't fucking force memes.
Sure.
They're born.
Happens all the time.
We have to pass on our memes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't act like you don't know.
Oh, there was a... Okay, all right. So there's this guy that's on Twitter. Or not on Twitter, sorry. He was on YouTube. I posted on Twitter, though. There was this guy, this Italian gentleman, that he was going for the world record. This video happened 2 trillion years ago. It was like 2017. Anyway, it's this Italian fella. It's like the Italian version of Crazy Russian Hacker. He's on YouTube. Emilia Ciendini. And it is one of my favorite videos on the internet ever, infinity. Because he takes a Coca-Cola bottle, some Mentos, Nutella, and he has a Durex condom, and he's going for some sort of world record where that does not explode. And he got it. And when he got it, he just started yelling, Italia! And you could just hear the excitement in his voice. That probably didn't get picked up, but you could hear the excitement in his voice because this happened. And you're just hearing him shout all of these things in Italian. La Nutella ho trovato ingrediente perfetto Italia. And then he does that the entire time. And I thought, wow, what a time to be an Italian right there. We need this. We need this right now.
We need more people to set records with condoms. And
yes.
And
yes. And then make sure you yell your country's name at the loudest possible interval you possibly can.
I really don't want to yell America as loud as I can, because nowadays that really that connotates some not great feelings, and you're looked on as a certain type of people.
We're patriots. Well, you and I.
Patriots.
Yeah. You and I got a civic duty to attend to, yeah.
Yeah, we got a civic duty to kick all these damn foreigners out of country. Build up that wall, T.
Why does that get me every time? What?
Gets everybody. It's the magic words. Let me tell you.
Okay, so something that I wanted to mention is that it's September, but when you really think about it, it's really just October. You ever notice that?
I mean, I started my horror dumpster.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Playing horror games, good and bad indie horror games on my stream.
You know what's interesting? Is that when November rolls around, yes, you have Thanksgiving for us US folks.
But it's Christmas.
But it's actually December. You want to know why? Because Mariah Carey, I don't know if you've seen this, but Mariah Carey's like trend goes up inside of November and December, and then immediately just plummets. First day of January, it just plummets. It never fails. The graph that I saw was amazing. You start to see it trend a little bit upward during October because they're getting ready to use it and all this nonsense. Like, oh, okay, gotta put Mariah Carey on the speaker. Okay, let's do it. And then after December, first day of January, that just straight down.
You know, I don't. It's a fine song, but like
not forever in a day.
No, is like there a way that I could unabort Mariah Carey so that we could never have that song play ever again?
We had some good tunes.
I said it's a fine song, but can we just not ever again? I'm not the only one who's like, oh, Christmas, modern day Christmas. Oh, it's Mariah Carey. That's it. Also,
she is modern day Christmas.
Yeah, she's the only modern day Christmas. Now, when you think of other Christmas songs, all of them are fucking old as shit. What is up with that? Why don't we have any modern Christmas music? I've thought about this for years. The only actually really popular Christmas song we have is the Mariah Carey one. Otherwise, it's all covers for other songs.
Mariah Carey has like some underlying like force, like some Illuminati type force, and it's like if somebody's trying to get too big, that her Illuminati, so to speak, comes around and just starts taking kneecaps. Like, no, you gotta cancel that. Nope.
Christmas is now known by only one song. We've gotten rid of all the oldest shit songs
by
from
one
like
woman.
The 60s to the 40s. We now have
what
early 2000s Christmas song.
Oh my god! What if she was playing the long game? It's cold outside. Oh yeah, no, let's put a smear campaign on that one. But the only Christmas you should be worried about is Mariah Carey.
Should just rename the holiday. Mariah Carey-mas. It's that easy.
She's the new Santa Claus.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Replace all images of Santa from the history books.
This really tall brown woman is about to come down your chimney, legs first, and then you just see the leg just sprout out of the chimney. It's like, oh fuck, we don't even use our chimney.
Man.
How'd she
And
do
Mariah
that?
Carey came down my chimney right now. You kidding me?
You don't have a chimney. Don't lie to me. How many houses even have chimneys nowadays that aren't blocked up? Like, honest to God, stone
Plenty.
chimney.
Plenty.
Yeah, that's about it. But how often are they used?
Well, a lot of them replace them nowadays with just electronic fireplace, which is a lot better for the wood.
I technically have one of those. Now, I could never trust a fireplace in my house because I just think of every time in which, oh, look, it's beautiful. Look at the fire, honey. Okay. And then you walk away for all of 5 minutes. And then, oh no, you have the big shag carpet or the big bear pelt right next to the fireplace. And one little ember just flicks onto the carpet. And then you all die.
Is the idea behind this that all hell breaks loose the moment that you turn away from it?
That's my concern. Your house will end up like my Dark Souls 3 saves. They will all die in the house fire.
This is an inside term from Mala, where you uninstall the game and then you just don't have your save, or something happens to your save, in which case you can never recover the save.
No, Windows fucked itself on a new motherboard install, and I was stuck at the what is it? The what the hell is it? The page that like the BIOS. The BIOS page. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, as soon as I said that, all my monitors just turned off, so I think I need to stop talking about my motherboard. But I got stuck on the BIOS page, and I could not bypass it, and so I had to get a new install of Windows. But I couldn't find my initial install of Windows 10, so I had to go out and buy another installation USB for Windows 10. So everything got wiped because then I couldn't get past the Windows installation. And I was like, this is just such a fucking mess. I literally want to blow my brains out. And then I had panic attacks.
Okay. So, the Yellow Jacket saga has been completed?
Yeah. But we went past that and we talked about Christmas.
No. I'm going back to Yellow Jacket saga. Jacket saga even.
Yeah, Jocket. I mean it's ending, or it's nearing its
season finale.
Its epilogue. I wouldn't say the climax because I'd say the climax was mowing the lawn. We're about to hit the epilogue where it shows that all of the Yellow Jackets are just dead because...
Did you leave room for a sequel?
God, I fucking hope not.
What is the status of the Orb Weaver? Did you lose her?
Yes, so the Orb Weaver, she left. I don't know where she went, but I took down her web. And then two more, like, they're like half the size as her. Two more spiders took her place on, like, different parts of my porch. One is hanging out off the porch on, like, the side of the wall near where my lawnmower is. And then the other one is, like, hanging in the railings on my porch. And as I said, they're both about, like, half the size of her. So I'm assuming, I guess, she must have just split into two, and she's now just two spiders. I did see a slug somehow managed to get in the web.
Ew.
But like not her web. It was one like a little bit lower. So I went ahead and freed it because I was like, that's
nice of you.
That's fucked. What the hell is a slug? How the hell did a slug get into a spider web?
Did you make sure it was able to move around?
No.
Well,
I mean, I put it in grass. The grass is wet, so.
F to the slug.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It was right side up. It's not like I flung it somewhere.
I would hope not. I hope you didn't launch it out of a slingshot.
No.
Terminal slug velocity. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about the reason why I had brought up September to October is just the complete utter disregarding of the month of September, but most importantly, you can go to the supermarket now, right? And you see that they already have all of the October emplacements within the market. And I just find that incredibly disrespectful to my birth month. And I want you guys to stop. Even though I love October, it's my second favorite month. Actually, Halloween is my favorite holiday, so you would figure that October is my favorite month. But still, don't be rude. Wait your turn.
Honestly, I haven't gone to the store. The store.
Yeah.
Like a Walmart or the like.
Yeah.
And in a bit.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't know about all those decorations. Though I can assume that they probably are already. Actually, no, I know that for a fact because my friend's parents bought a bunch of Halloween candy. So yeah,
that's good.
That shit's already
starting to stock up.
Yeah, that shit's already out there.
I have a strict no-go policy on Walmart and Best Buy, just so I don't see any former colleagues from DirecTV. There is a strict do not pass go when it comes to these locations. So if you still go to Walmart, how's it hanging? Do they have stuff in there? Is it good stuff?
I haven't been in Walmart in a while. Like, I want to say maybe almost a year.
Should you?
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, man. This is going to sound bad, but here it goes. COVID kind of brought to light that you can do a lot of stuff from home nowadays.
Have we not mentioned that previously? Or was that just
Season 1? Sorry, I keep bringing up the Season 1 meme.
Get you one, rip the skin.
Rip the skin.
No, if we didn't bring it up previously, then I feel like we had talked about it previously. But yeah, or unless it was maybe just last episode. Oh God.
Oh Lord, that means we don't keep up with the
dementia setting in.
Don't watch. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you go back and go, man, I can't curse this episode. Man. Forget it. I had this bit. I'm not going to do the bit. I can't curse.
I mean, sometimes I go back and listen just a bit.
That's good. That's a good one.
Actually, there has been at least one episode I've listened to in full back in Season 1. That was when I was still working, though, for the school district cleaning, so I was bored out of my fucking mind.
Here, hold on. Dear listener, what is your favorite Drop Pod episode and why? Down below in the comments.
Every new episode of Drop Pod is my favorite.
My favorite episode is the one just before we had Michael. Not saying that Michael's bit wasn't entertaining. That was my favorite. I forget what the...
Yet again, another episode in which we trash talk Michael. Yeah, he ruined that episode.
Not trash talking. I'm just saying that I forget what the episode names is. Oh, good Lord. Whatever episode was right. Before that, he tried his hardest. Oh, I can't curse.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, doing stuff from home is pretty easy now. I don't have to.
No, you never. What was your favorite Drop Pod? You have to.
I gotta type it. I'm typing it up. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
You can't come up with this stuff off the top of the dome. This takes years. What are you talking about?
Okay. I probably just want to say it's probably we posted cringe because
Yeah.
talking about old writing is always my favorite stuff.
Yeah. We posted cringe was a special one.
Though I won't lie, I have gone back and at least twice because I was bored as fuck. Listened to episode 7, how to start a Twitch channel.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That one, I posted cringe especially hard in that one, but I still go by these stratagems today. Write stuff down if you want to be more successful in your day-to-day activities. Not more successful in life, even though it could lead to that, but more successful in your day-to-day when you can actually have plans and you can actually see something that is tangible to you, is what I said. How was your day, friend? JK. LOL. Lamel. XD. And any variation of the like.
Lamau.
There you go. So I wanted to talk about, in the same vein of October, I wanted to talk about some of these multiplayer co-op horror games that we've been seeing flooding in. There was one game in particular that Mala, myself, and Michael had played. It's not Phasma, but I'll get to that in a moment. There was a game made by a certain creator. I cannot remember. I haven't the foggiest who made this game. It is called In Silence, and the only reason why I remember this game is because they swindled me. They swindled us. They swindled us, literally. This developer had a brilliant idea. And instead of working on this brilliant idea, he decided, I'm going to just take the money and dip, because if you go on that Steam forum right now, if you go on that Steam page right now, that store page of In Silence, you're going to see it. Straight down the reviews. They just took the money. They bailed.
March 26th. Was this game canceled / abandoned already? Would be sad, lol. It's a really cool idea of a game. Ravenhood Games is the dev.
Right.
We didn't stop developing. We are working on a new map, and we are going to release a new teaser soon. Smiley face.
Ooh.
It's March.
Oh. September.
Yep.
Yuck. Is he lazy? Is this Yander Dev 2.0?
Why'd you have to bring him up? Now I gotta talk about it. Oh. Why did you bring that up? Now I gotta talk about it.
Because that's what it is.
No!
Go on then. That's what it is. He bailed, or he got lazy. One of the two. And if he got lazy, Yander Dev 2.0. And if he bailed, then BitConnect!
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Negative.
All right. I need to get the exact thing here. That was in Twitter. Yander Simulator dev blog, September 1st, progress report. This is of 2021 by Yander Dev. About 2 weeks ago, I finished the 10th rival. After that, I started working on the ending sequence. It was finished about 1 week ago. Since then, I've been searching for bugs, fixing anything that looks janky, and adding a final coat of polish to the update to prepare it for release. As part of the testing process, I successfully completed multiple full playthroughs of Yander Simulator from beginning to end. The 10 Rivals update is basically complete. There's only about 1 or 2 days worth of work left until it is 100% finished. Sharps shared that with me, and I lost my fucking mind. With laughter, and I don't know what other kinds of feelings. Insanity.
Shame.
Not shame. I'm not shameful.
Shame.
Now I hate that I have to bring this up because, like I said, I feel a lot of feelings about this.
Can I ask you something really quickly? I need to know how involved you are with this.
Okay.
So, why do people...
You're right, I am Yander Dev. You got me. Oh. What?
Why are you involved with this project? Or why are people in general involved with this project? Why do people even want this? Because I thought it was just some sort of gimmick-type game. But it seems like people are heavily invested in this, if not for the meme factor, and I mean this like for the game itself. Why do people want this right here? What is this providing?
All right, well, it started development forever ago. I can't even recall what year it was. It's been a long while. I was still in high school whenever development was started. So it's... People are so quote unquote excited for it because it seemed like an interesting game concept. But the more it got fleshed out, the more things were added, the more assets were stolen, the more the more free labor that was offered to a project in which you were going to receive nothing from. The more people started to look at it in a different way. And then the longer it got into development, the more people thought, is this a scam? Why isn't this game done already? And then to which the man hired people to help him with his spaghetti code, into which people reviewed his spaghetti code and said, no, this is bad. And then some people said, no, this is good, actually. This is fake. What is people talking about? I don't believe that, though. I genuinely believe that the people that looked over the code and was like, yeah, this is spaghetti code, this is bad, we're telling the truth. I don't think it can be an opinionated piece that your coding is bad or your coding is good. It's either it's good or bad. Either it works or it doesn't really work. The fact that the game couldn't run that well because it was doing if this types of coding just over and over and over. And you can't run it on like good modern hardware says a lot. And it's like, oh, well, if your modern hardware isn't the problem or is the problem, then it's just little babies that can't run the game, according to Mr. Yander Dev. So the investment comes from people seeing this as a huge scam, and it's taken so many years, and the guy has had so many fucking issues, not even mentioning his whole his contract with I can't remember who the hell it was. He had a contract with somebody to help publish his game, and he broke that contract, and then he had to pay money, and he's still receiving money from Patreon, a lot of money. Like last I checked, it was upwards of $2,000 to $4,000 a month, and that's why people especially say
living so perfectly. God.
Yeah, that's why people especially say it's a scam. It's like you're riding this out so hard.
What would you do in this situation?
What is the situation? From what
so
point?
Obviously this man, okay, let's just look at it from the angle of him. You're not you, him. What do you, him, do in the situation? You don't have any marketable skills at this point, right? You are an acclaimed dev. People have reviewed your work and called it nonsense. You're living off the generosity at this point. The generosity of people that want this product that you haven't delivered on. What do you do here? Because you're living comfortably. You don't feel like doing none of this right now. What do you do?
The only thing you can do is finish the game, which I'd like to also add. If he has, then oh boy, that was also a couple of days ago, so I don't know what's going on with the release. If he's finished the game and it's actually done, I don't think it's going to be totally polished. I think it's not going to be the worst fucking game ever, but it's not going to be great. And I'm one of those people that doesn't like gratuitous violence or like purposeless violence. So like games like Grand Theft Auto, for example, I really don't gravitate towards, or like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go kill everybody and then blow up everybody and shoot everybody. It's just It's like, obviously they're fake people, but I still feel bad about it. It's like killing a dog in a game, right? There's some morality with that. It's like, that's kind of fucked up that you did that. Don't kill the dog. You're a bastard. Well, I don't always like killing random people in games. So
remember when we had the game Hatred? Sorry, I'm not trying to veer off too heavily, but this was a lot similar to Hatred, where all it was you just massacring like a bunch of people. It was like one of those shock factor type games. Like you play this or you hear about this game and you're like, oh, I need to take this game off the shelf. That was a crazy ride.
That was over exaggerated. Really, it's a pretty average game from what I've seen and heard.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. And I believe we already discussed about this. And Drop Pod technically won games of 2020. Go back, listen. But what I was mentioning is that people blew that out of proportion with whatever marketing they had or whatever people marketed it as, which was like, oh, this game is just it's gonna blow your mind. Like how moms hate Dead Space or whatever that marketing campaign was.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Well, just in regards to it being gratuitous, the game is called Yander Simulator. Yandere, for those who don't know, I'm reading from the definition here because I just wanted to be accurate. Japanese term for a person who's initially very loving and gentle to someone, or at least innocent, before their devotion becomes destructive in nature, often through violence and or brutality. You don't have to murder people in the game to get your lover, but you can. And I mean, you're killing high school students. That really doesn't feel. It doesn't sit well with me. There is an anime called Another that I refuse to watch because that's just there's a curse on the school or something, and the students die in really brutal ways.
Oh man, I loved Another. Good lord. No, I mean it. That was a good one for horror lovers. Oh lord.
There's also another anime, which name I can't remember. I know my cousin Rachel has seen it, and she represses it sometimes, and then remembers it other times. But the climax of the show, and if anybody knows, then I'm sorry that you actually watched it all. The climax of the show is that this guy is essentially a player, and he's fucking around with a couple of different girls. Well, the one girl is like, I ain't having that shit. So let me think. She confronts the other girl he's been fucking up on the school roof, as you do. You've seen the animes. Except to see if, did they fuck? Is she pregnant? To see, she goes ahead and no shit, cuts her open to see if there's a fetus developing. There is not. So then she confronts the boyfriend, kills him, beheads him, and then she gets away with the head. I think on a boat. And then that's just the end. But part of the gratuitous violence thing for me comes from just, and again, it's fake, but the thought of, oh, these are people that have families and then they just die in either very brutal ways. No, it's either way, it's very brutal. From another to what I just described to Grand Theft Auto. Because you can just machine gun people down and shoot rocket launchers at all the cars you want. And then drive on the side of the street.
So, to play devil's advocate.
All right.
Because you played Red Dead Online RDO.
Yeah.
And Red Dead Redemption 2. These games, you don't have to kill a soul. But you do it. Same thing happens in Grand Theft Auto. You don't have to kill nobody. But you do it.
Sure.
It's the player that's fully in control of this situation. So, what is it comparably to Red Dead Redemption 2 to GTA that makes this, that gives you this, gray area? It's a morality issue.
You know what? I think it's the fact that Red Dead, it is history, but it's like, it's really old. So it's like, it's so far removed from modern day, I can't possibly like relate to it. Like, I'll still kind of feel bad if I've never gone on like a killing spree in any Red Dead game. I feel about the same, but if I were to, I feel less bad because it's not like a modern setting. Like Red Dead, in a way, it almost feels like fantasy because it was so long ago. That's partially why I prefer Red Dead Online to GTA Online, because it's from such a foreign setting that you can never experience, as opposed to, I'm in a city, I drive a car.
You can experience that stuff still. Well, Avi, come out here. We got you. You can visit the old Mormon fort, pick you up a Winchester.
No, no, you don't get it. I'm talking about not having penicillin.
Heaven above.
I'm talking about not having penicillin. You can't experience that anymore.
We need penicillin in order for people to stay alive, so.
It's like you go out somewhere far west. It's like, it's not like they're not going to have penicillin. Now you go back in time. Yeah. I don't think they will.
I wanted to bring up that, okay, so in the same vein as this right here, this morality issue of killing.
All right.
I saw this article where it was like, are VR players like trained killers? Now, obviously, it's the thought piece, whatever. I didn't look too far into it,
Right,
but it brought up
your mission.
Heavens. But it was attempting anyway to get people to think about. There are certain VR games out there. In fact, there's a VR game out there in the wild right now. I haven't the foggiest of what it's called. I do want to pick it up. Where you're like you're a hitman. You are a hitman, not Agent 47. I'm gonna dress up in a chef's outfit and poison your casserole or whatever. No, I'm talking you are hired deep web assassin. You're about to come up on this people right now, and you're about to kill them. But what the article was attempting to talk to you about was, like, do these people, like, feel any remorse? Because, I mean, this is as close as we've ever gotten to, like, feeling, in the Matrix, man. Mm-hmm. I play Boneworks. And in Boneworks, there's...
I play Boneworks, too.
Lord.
Continue.
Boneworks, you're able to really feel like John Wick. Like that is the closest game I've played to where you kill something and it's like, man, I did that with like my hands though, dude. Like I killed this man. Like, I took this man out.
With the pencil.
Yeah, if you have one of those weapon mods, sure. Have a spoon in the game, you can take a man out with the spoon. I was amazed. But, I just, it was awkward that, you know, I had just gotten Boneworks at that time, because everybody that gets VR tells you pick up the following games: Half-Life, Boneworks, Phasmo. That's the three.
Skyrim.
You pick up these 3 games, and then that's it. That'll get you sorted out, and then you start picking up some more stuff. But in Boneworks, like Half-Life Alyx, it still feels like a Half-Life game, if that makes sense. Like, it still feel like, even though you're able to do more with your actual movements, it still feels like it's Half-Life minus the crowbar, because it's Alyx.
Yeah, the tiny bits that I've seen, it still maintains the world perfectly.
But in Boneworks, that just feels like you're there. Like, you are there. You're the man. And, you know, you're taking people out, and especially with like actual military grade weapons, there's like, I'm at that stage that I played Boneworks so much that obviously, you know, it's the same with Skyrim. You just start installing mods, see what happens. There are so many weapon packs. I'm able to mess around with so many different weapons where I would never touch these guns IRL. I've touched a sidearm maybe 2-3 times in my life, but I've never held on to a Scar H.
If you could.
I've never had my hand. Well, join the Space Force, maybe you might. Anyway. Oh, hello, little fella. Little baby spitter. Little baby spitter right there. Oh. I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry, the spitter distracted me. Anyway, the thing that I really want to highlight here is that you are very close to just literally killing somebody. Like, I wonder what it's like when somebody plays Onward, because I have yet to play this game. People tell me to play this game because, oh, Aegis, you love SWAT. Oh, you love this right here. Play Onward. And I've seen like esports tournaments of Onward, and it put me off a little bit because, one, it's an esports game, so that's like, okay, now I have to study what this game actually is and learn what people are doing to like get around and all this crazy stuff.
Oh God, I'm stupid. Sorry, I'm stupid. You said Onward, and I was thinking of Outward.
Oh, the Outward.
Outward.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you should. It's a fun
Can
game.
I mention this, by the way? Every single time I see you play that game, it is your title is always the first game of Outward, and I'm like, when is it the second game?
And so it's always the first playthrough. There's a lot of people that have already played through Outward. I have not done a second playthrough. I'm still on my first playthrough. That means I haven't seen the entire world space. I don't know what's out there.
I wish we would play the video game together, but you don't want to play the video game.
I don't think I've ever said that.
You don't want to. Shouldn't have meant.
I don't think I would be opposed to it.
Yeah, well, you were.
Was I?
I have it on video.
I don't believe you. What video?
I'm being facetious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's play Outward. No,
hey,
let's play Outward.
Oi! You want to play stuff? Say things.
Let's play Outward.
All right now, let's drop the podcast.
Oh no, after. Do you have Outward installed?
Yeah.
I kind of want to play Phasma though, because I want to recuperate my losses. I'm sorry. This is later talk. Anyway.
I got work.
Yeah, work. You just got off work.
Yeah, but I started late. I'm trying not to be a piece of shit and I'm getting work done every day. That's a good thing. But I'm not getting the amount of work that I want done every day.
You really need like a timer type system. Yeah. That way you're always on track. Okay, I'm all lot this much time for this activity today. All right, let's get this done.
You know what? I will say I did good with I played Skyrim for only 2 hours, and then I started prepping dinner, and I was like, well, my thought process was, I'm gonna start editing as my dinner is cooking, and then I'm gonna take a break, eat the dinner, and then I'm gonna do the thing. Well, I'll just be straight up with you. I got distracted as the dinner was cooking, and then I didn't edit until after I was done eating. By that point, it was like 10 something. Part of it too is staying up late. Is that obviously I wake up a little later, and today I think I woke up at like 2-ish, and like as before I was waking up at 11.
What'd you make? What'd you cook?
I threw some freezer stuff, General Tso's chicken. Pop that in the microwave oven thing. It's not a microwave. What the hell is it?
It's one of those pre-packaged like fried rice, and then it comes in then you just have like General Tso's, but it's like this little tub that they give you, and then you put that in the microwave.
No, it's like a bag of just the chicken, and then a bag.
Oh,
of
and then
sauce.
you cook some rice on the side.
Actually, technically I have rice. It's just I don't want to cook any of it. I don't have anything that I can like pop into the microwave. No, I meant the what was it? The toaster oven, not the microwave. What? The toaster oven.
You were very like correct about it. I was wondering what the hell that was. Like this man called it the microwave oven.
I do have microwave. I do. Though I haven't been able to get it for a while. I have in the past had microwavable General Tso's, and that is some of the fucking spiciest General Tso's I've ever goddamn had. Like, I need multiple cups of milk to fucking make it through all this. And saying this,
you don't like spicy things, huh?
No, but saying this in retrospective, I am not proud that I ate the entire family packs, like a lot.
Oh, that's good.
No, that's not good.
Oh yeah.
No, I ate the family pack. Like,
yeah.
This has like 6 servings.
Come on now. Mal, I've made like beef stroganoff, right? And that serves typically 6. And that will last me like a day and a half. Because obviously you prepped this earlier. It's meant to be a meal prep for the entire week, but this doesn't last me no more than a day.
I'm talking one sitting.
Oh, one whole sitting. Like you just scarf that down.
One sitting, I eat the entire thing. And I ain't proud of that. I've taken strides to do better, but it's like, or strides, not guilty here, strive. Taking strides to do better, but there's still some like, and it's usually pasta, honestly, in which I just end up eating the whole thing, like box of macaroni.
Pasta,
that serves
also,
a bit.
That's good to eat. That's good to eat like in bulk like that because you want to store the sugars for later. Like that's an actual thing. You want to do that, and that's why people do it. Like that's not nothing weird. Like you make a big tub of pasta for yourself, usually spaghetti or macaroni. You eat that all, and now you have a bunch of sugar, and now you feel a bunch of energy for like a good chunk of the day. But you would eat this at night, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So then all of that's just kind of stored. But that's a good thing to keep in track. That's why you hear the story a lot where athletes will eat like a huge tub of pasta before they actually go off to run, typically runners.
Yeah. Like with
they eat the pasta so that they can keep that energy. Because pasta, for some reason, just stores a lot of energy, a lot of just sugar that you need in order to actually go on and do things. Tell ya! I can't yell right now. Because I opened my window after dog shat. Yep. How are you today, friend?
So how about that onward?
About her. Oh, well, okay, so here's the thing. I'm old. Here's the thing. I'm watching this esports tournament, right? This guy is sitting with a M240 Bravo. For those of you that aren't in the know, that's a goddamn LMG. Okay?
I've never heard of Onward, by the way. I need to actually look up what the hell this even is.
It's a VR...
Onward Christian Soldiers. Is that it?
Negative. Onward is a multiplayer...
Oh, that's a song.
Military... Thank you. Military... Squad-based shooter? It's a lot of tags. It's a squad-based shooter. Kind of like Counter-Strike, but you're in VR.
Oh, wait, I may have seen this game before. I didn't realize it had e-tournaments, though.
I'm watching this esports tournament. A team I've never heard of in my life. You usually have, like, the well-known teams at these, like, you know, Cloud9 and Navi. Those are, like, big, you know, names for esports. But some teams I've never heard of. I'm watching this man because they have the camera of him and then, like, what he's doing in the game. But I'm watching this man. He is prone, meaning he's belly down with the stupid, like, positioning with his M240 Bravo, but in real life, in real time, he has this controller extended as far as it possibly can, and then he has this other controller just barreled against his chest, and he's just waiting for any movement coming up the staircase because they're set up second floor. They're trying to defend their position. The other team that you want to win in that situation, because these guys are just being pooned sitting up in a second floor, you know, house. They're coming up the stairs, and this guy with the M240 is just like, anybody that comes up is just immediately getting sprayed. And I'm just like, Jesus. But on top of that, it almost feels like real combat in a way. And listen, I don't mean to make this out to be this whole thing, because I like
this guy's
I like
a gamer. He's seen some shit.
Because again, I want to play this. I do mil sims. I like mil sims. I could never get back into Arma after a terrible experience I had. And when I play Arma now, it's literally with a squad of 2, and we're just messing around in campaign. Like, I don't bother with Zeus missions anymore. Zeus missions are a crazy thing.
Oh, it's only
Zeus missions.
It's only $25.
Onward.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, I could get super hot. Oh, I forgot.
That's another game that I really want to get. There's a lot of games I'm really considering getting on this next check. Like, I want to get super hot, but at the same time, I kind of want to get Scrim, but at the same time, I don't. But at the same time, I do.
Now, when me and you were talking about Scrim, what you had told me was you wanted to wait for, like, some mod, maybe, that you can use with, like, an older version that just has, you know, VR, right?
Yeah.
There are mods specifically for Skyrim VR that are a real game changer that there is probably no way they could implement into the old version. So I would say I got it for dirt cheap on the last sale I had seen. It was a Bethesda sale for a QuakeCon. And I was like, this is fate. I guess I'll get a VR headset and I'll get Skyrim because it's dirt cheap. Yeah, but there are just some mods with it that I doubt would even be able to translate into a simple form of just VR.
I killed a spider.
The spitter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah. If they come near your desk, it's like, hey,
yeah,
this is the gamer zone. I may kill you if you come in here.
I was wondering how he was getting, like, where the webs were coming from. I talked about this on stream the other day. There was a random spider that made a web from my camera to the top of the monitor, and I'm like, okay, well, that can't be good. I finally found him. He finally reappeared after a couple of days.
That's why I had to move out of my mom's house.
Spitter?
No, the gamer zone. I could have killed her. You can't step foot in the gamer zone.
Gamers are trained assassins.
Yeah, they play Onward.
But you get what I'm saying, right?
They
You get
have seen
it.
as much combat experience as 30-year vets.
Okay, now don't get it I'm not trying to say that now. Now hold on. Now back that up.
I'm clearly joking when I say that.
Now back that one up, bud. Now hold on there. That right there was heresy.
I've completed over 50 VR missions in VR. I feel like
I wouldn't mind somebody that's like super smart. Do like Arma, but like do it VR. Please.
Do Arma, but do it good, please.
Arma's a great game. I just wish that we can move on finally. Like, can we do something? Like, I'm still waiting for Ready or Not.
Is that like
Ready
the
or
next
Not?
Hello Neighbor?
No. Ready or Not is the spiritual successor to SWAT 4 because we haven't seen a SWAT game since SWAT 4.
And
Technically.
Wait, so it's like a SWAT game, but it's called Ready or Not?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
No.
That's not a good name for it.
No, because Ready or Not is like I'm getting the battery ram. Like the battery ram's about to go into this door right now. Like Ready or Not, bitch.
But
like Ready or Not, you made me curse. You made me you made me racist.
God. Against the whites.
No. Worse.
Gamers.
A little bit.
We'll send you death threats now.
I hope.
Gamer death threats.
Get the big bucks after a while, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You know you're on to something when they're sending you death threats.
Mm-hmm. That could go both ways, though.
Yeah.
You know you're on to something, you are totally off of it. And are a moron.
Okay, so I just wanted to Good night, everybody.
Got him.
Why that joke every time? It's so SO, but you're like, you need to got him. Is that like your form of D's nuts?
Yes, but blame my cousin.
Maybe later.
It's the same with like, well, it's a deep subject. Very well may never end. And hay is for horses, but straw is cheaper.
Oh, God.
These are all her jokes.
Mm.
They imprinted onto me, and I've imprinted many jokes onto her. It's a give and take of terrible jokes.
Easy there, little Ranger.
Bang bang.
But you get it though. Like you get where this article's trying to say. Like I've taken a man's life here. Like in VR.
In Minecraft.
Taken him in Minecraft. In real life. I've taken a man's life here. Like there's a mod inside of Boneworks called the Kill House, which would imply that it's a training ground where you can like test out weapons, especially if you just got like a new weapon pack, you want to see how the weapon operates and all this. You go to the Kill House and it spawns a little AI bots, because in the game they're just like AI, like they're not like actually they're not people at all, they're just AI. So that I already don't feel bad because I'm just killing the robots. But then sometimes I feel bad because I'm killing the robots because they're humanoids, and it just feels bad because they just say hey when you hit them. They're like hey. I'm like, oh, I gotta kill you because I'm here testing this weapon. I'm sorry. It makes me feel bad, but at the same time, man, this gun sounds cool when it takes a man's life.
Truly, there is something you can't understand.
The only way you would understand it is by purchasing an Oculus Quest 2, facebook.com/Oculus. No. Get a hold of me, Facebook.
You know, after the fact that I got the Quest 2, And I know our initial conversation, which I still don't remember how, like, you were just like, yeah, here's all the stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I'll get a VR headset. That was a very weird conversation. I don't know how that transformed into that late at night.
I spent a year at DirecTV as an account manager selling was what I did.
God damn. Yeah. When are you going to make me buy Razer? That's the question.
What are you interested in?
Nothing. I have this old
What are you buying?
Keyboard. What was it? This past year, I posted a picture of something, and I included like my keyboard in it, like just within the frame. And I had somebody mention to me, "Why the fuck are your letters on your keyboard so big? Can you not see?" And I was like, "No, it's just I wanted a cheap keyboard, and I wanted one that glows in the dark because I can't really see when I'm typing sometimes if it's dark." I want the keys to, glow. So, like, I, honest to God, have a old man keyboard. And I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I get a new one. Because, really, I am pretty overdue. Though, not that there's any issue with this one at all. It's just, I've had this tech for so long, it feels like I should upgrade, right? But, like, one of the keys is, like, I don't know. They're pretty big. If you'd see them, you'd be like, "Are you blind?" And I'm like, "No, actually, not at all."
Well, I recommend to you, my chum, fellow Drop Pod host, I recommend to you. Ready?
I'm about to fall asleep.
Don't. We're working right now. This is we're beating pavement here.
What?
I recommend the Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition. Now hold on, don't go anywhere. Hold on.
Oh god, my head is tilting.
So the keys, they all light up, right? That's good. They all light up. It's the Tournament Edition, meaning that.
Well, I don't play Quake.
Exactly. But it's the Tournament Edition, meaning it's a little cheaper than the Elite because they take features away. That way you don't really miss them because you're meant to use these for tournament. So things like some Synapse software you're going to be missing, like the really good like macro shit. But a lot of people, I've cursed. I cursed twice this episode.
Fuck the real fucking good macro. Fuck. Yeah, I don't use macros.
Well, then this would be you. You can pick this up, 20% off, Razer.com.
Literally advertising to your cost.
I'm sorry. I gotta do. They sent me an email. I got scared. I was like, oh, they're letting me go. I was like, is this it? I haven't chilled. I haven't chilled in a while. I did a couple of days ago. I really did. I mean,
if you need people to start, redeeming those advertisements with the Hellfire on your Twitch stream, I can start.
It's not necessarily that I need people to shill or force me to shill, though that does help. It's more or less I just need people to click. I shouldn't be explaining the terms of arrangement, but you click on my link.
That's how you assume it works, though. It's how I assume. I've never done.
You click on my link, and as long as they see that, well, they're interacting with it, all right, okay, we'll let them go. Easy. That's it. You care for? Just click on it. What do you want? You ain't gotta buy nothing if you do. All right, well, you got some. Hey.
On my YouTube, I almost took a sunglasses advertisement many years ago when I was doing Dark Souls 3 stuff a lot still.
From Gunner?
I don't know. Probably not. And I looked it over and I was like, thinking about it. I think I sent them an email saying I might be interested. And then if I didn't, then I looked it over and thought about it a lot, and I was like, wait, they're going to want me to buy the shit, though. If I'm not getting this for free, I'm not going to fucking advertise it. That doesn't make any sense. I'm giving them business with a discount. And the shit's still kind of pricey. Like, I haven't bought a pair of sunglasses that were over $10.
Oh, I have, chum. Good lord. Oakley's here in Vegas? God.
That's Vegas. That's different. That's like near California, so of course it's gonna be over $10.
Bought me some Pumas. Those sunglasses ran me 60 bones. And the entire time I was swiping this card, I was thinking, man, I could have bought a video.
I've thought about buying Ray-Bans, but every time I just see that like $150 price, I'm like, what kind
they
of
are pretty pricey.
What kind of fucking dickhead douchebag psycho would buy this shit? It's a pair of sunglasses.
Apparently a lot of folks, Mel.
Yeah. They do look nice, but I'm sure you can find alternatives.
You like your sunglasses like that? That Ray-Ban style?
Like aviator style?
Yeah.
I own a pair of aviator shades I got with my dad on our trucking trip many years ago. He's a truck driver. I've been told multiple times that I look good with them. Do you have one of those things, like one of those articles of clothing where it's just you naturally look good in it? Like, what would you say? What would you say something for you? Like any article of clothing. A suit?
Yeah. I got this Calvin Klein suit, fully tailored.
Well, for some people, it's hats. For me, it's sunglasses. I look really good, I've been told, with sunglasses. Though my style that I prefer are the rounded ones. And I think I've worn them enough to which that's just, people are like, yeah, you look good in those because, well, for one thing, you wear them a lot. And also, sunglasses just look good on you. But really, I'm told... It's almost like, oh, this is like the best thing I've ever made. And then, like, only you like it. And then you make the worst piece of shit, and then everybody loves it. It's like that.
Yeah.
But with sunglasses. It's like, I don't mind wearing them, but I don't like wearing them compared to the circular shades.
Man, why are Ray-Bans so expensive?
Because the name, it's like buying cereal. Buy the cheap alternative off brands. Get them cheaper, even though they're technically marketed by the same companies. It's just funny.
Ray-Ban, get at us. We like you.
It's still cheaper, though.
Send us some aviators. Send us the Iconics. There we go.
I wouldn't mind wearing some stuff from Ray-Ban. I don't know if they do circular shades. I feel like they might.
I don't do no circular shades, but
I'll do any Ray-Ban ones. That'd be neat.
I shouldn't burn our bridge. I will wear absolutely anything that you send us, especially the classics. Hand it over. Stop being stingy.
I almost got scammed by a Ray-Ban site. I think it was somebody. Yeah, it was somebody off of Facebook, I think, too. They sent me a message, and they're like, hey, look at this. And I was like, oh, were they thinking about me? And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, have I talked? I think it was somebody I hadn't talked to in a long while. So I was like, And I looked it over, and I was just like, these all aren't on sale. Let me go to the actual official site. Oh, yeah, this wasn't the official site. They almost super scammed me. They were really cheap, too. I think they were like $20-$30. So I was like, yeah, Ray-Bans at that price? No fucking shit. People will get duped with that.
This episode has devolved into so many different areas. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Talked about Mariah Carey for a good length of time. And it's only the first hour. Talked about Yellow Jackets and then came back to the Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. I talked about how it feels to chew 5 gum and take a man's life in VR.
How to be a real gamer.
Be racist.
Friend, you put the gay in gamer.
Same to you, bud.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Rip this skin, am I right?
Talked about plants after the show.
It's too easy. Let me tell you.
Rehashed old meme.
Here's
That'll stand the test of time right there. That's a good one, let me tell you.
Absolutely. Let me tell you. Here's a good question for you. Stop turning off monitors. What are you doing? I think it keeps thinking that it like wants to fall asleep. Here's a good question for you. When do you change your desktop wallpapers to like the thematical seasons of the year? So like
never. Oh, never.
Oh, you keep the same shit?
Well, not. Are you talking about if I change it at all, or if I change it according to the season? I'm very confused.
If you change it to the season.
No.
What's your current desktop background?
I use a little program called Wallpaper Engine.
And fuck yeah, dude. I couldn't remember if you use it or not.
The pure gamer wallpaper. I'm using Diablo 4 art of Lilith, the main baddie in Diablo 4, and her portal column in Diablo 4. It looks amazing. Here, hold on. This isn't good to do on an audio-only podcast. I'm not even gonna bother. But I will show Mala, at least he deserves it, little scamp. Here, hold on. I am a fan of Diablo, and I changed my wallpaper based on what I'm most hyped for.
That makes sense.
There were times where it was Doom related. There were times. There you go.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thanks. You have one where she's out of the portal column, and then you got one of the portal column, and it's good. Oh, look at that. There you go. Okay.
So mine, I change according to the season. So as we're just coming off of summer, and when I'm sitting inside sometimes lately, I've been feeling like, because I have the air kicked on to actually 69 degrees. It's very funny. I'm a very funny guy. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, it's so cold to the point that like I know, fall's start. It's almost here. Fall is almost here. Summer's almost over. I'm like getting the sensation that I need to go put on a long sleeve shirt and be real comfy. And it's like, no, it's 69 in the house. It's like 70 plus degrees outside. That's too warm still to be wearing long sleeve shirts. So yeah, I had all my I also use Wallpaper Engine. I had everything through with summer stuff and just nice summer stuff, hot looking, nice popping colors. And now with that sensation of it's gonna get colder here soon, and then also with me starting on my stream the horror dumpster, I was like, yeah, all right. I'll switch everything over to more fall Halloween-ish related stuff. So I got 3 monitors. So on the far left, I got Guts, the black swordsman, with his hood up. He has a sword and he has his little elf fairy Puck glowing aside from him. In the middle, I have one of the characters from Junji Ito's Uzumaki. And it's the one piece of art where the character's hair is starting to spiral, and it's like that's spiraling, and there's also rain on the black background. And then my third one is some blurry, dark, foggy forest with a Cthulhu-esque star symbol up in the corner, flickering and glowing, and then some mist flowing around in the forest, and then in the corner, in this like burrow-looking hole, there is some fire coming out. It's nighttime, so that's what I got. I like to switch everything according to seasons. So like whenever it starts to get snowy, I'm gonna switch everything into snow shit. Whenever October ends, Halloween ends, I'll probably switch everything into like more just casual fall stuff. And once we get into spring, I got some rainy, springish looking wallpapers as well. I like to keep things in with the season as opposed to I like it. It's a fun thing. If I like it, I try to at least incorporate it into a season.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah? Dump ass Cumcast. I said it all along, and there it is.
Do you play games seasonally? Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Like what? I mean, aside from, obvious horror game.
I was gonna, you know where this is going.
I think that's... Yeah, because like even with Resident Evil 4, I play that yearly on my stream.
Yep.
That's not falling in with anything with October. That happened because I've been wanting to stream RE4 again since I think December of last year into January. And I was like, okay, let me just quit my job. Let me just quit my job real quick, and then I'll stream it.
Let me quit my job so I can play video.
Yes.
What a crazy, like... It must sound really, like, awkward to... the different generation. Like, a Zoomer would understand, like, immediately what the hell that means.
Yeah.
Like, man, this guy's fed up. He's not gonna take it.
Nope. I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna quit my job real quick. Go play video games. It's like all them Darman videos you see. It's like, oh mom, being a gamer is a real job now. And she's like, no, it's not. Also, girls can't be gamers. They have to play with the Barbie dolls. And it's like, no, my child, the girl, will like the girl stuff and not the man gamer stuff, because video games are only for men.
I do not want my child eating white bread. We have talked about this. My child does not eat the white bread.
Really? Because I don't want my kids eating the whole grain. Or like the raisin bagels. That's too dark a bread. I don't want them to get the wrong idea that, things of darker colors are good.
I don't want my... Oh, good lord. Above. Gamers are truly the most oppressed race.
That's why you need to give the companies your cum. Like in the ads. I haven't seen one of those for a while, but they were always really funny. Deliver us your cum. We need the gaming cum.
Ever tries to take my cum, you're gonna have to fight me in the virtual battlegrounds.
Yeah, I don't know the thought of having a lot of children that I helped spawn around all over America. I don't know. Like it'd be nice to help, and you also get paid for it. If it was like anything more than like, oh, I'm helping this family, because they can't have a baby, then that's like one instance. If it's like, oh, I'm going to sell my cum to the cum store, that's what it's called, the cum store. You go there and you buy the cum. Then it's like my cum could be in any woman anywhere in America.
It's not hardcore enough.
Truly the most depraved drop pod episode.
My spawn will have to be taken forcefully. They'll be grown into Spartans. Fully bred for combat.
If you stopped there and said taken forcefully, that didn't sound that bad. Am I right?
Depends. How tall is the individual?
I don't know. You just started dating again.
I broke up with her.
The one you just started?
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
Is this something?
It's not. I just don't think I'm really ready to date right now. It's kind of crazy how that happens.
You broke up or she broke up?
I broke up with her. I just kind of told her like it was. Like I'm not. Yeah, nah.
Just not.
Yeah,
ready.
nah. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Nah. Nah, yeah, nah. She still has me added on Steam, and we haven't hung out not once after the fact. So I think she's a little salty about it. But she's a barista here in my town, and I had asked her out, and they were fine. And then the only reason I really asked her out was because we were into the same things. I was like, oh, so you play games, you have a PC, which is what you do when you all of a sudden interest peaked. And she said, yeah, I do. Simple. I do play video games. I do have a PC. Whoa, dude, what do you play? She literally, no shit, said Destiny 2, and I was like, what? So then I was like, okay, all right. Man. So then I come back to the same coffee shop, and I just ask her out. How's that? I'll surprise her.
Boy, you sure surprised her, all right.
Because 2 weeks later, I ended that bitch cold turkey. We're still added. We're still friends. I feel awkward when I see her get on the video game that I get on. It's awkward.
I don't know.
It's an awkward scene.
There was nothing wrong with her.
No.
It was literally, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, but like actually.
I mean, you just got out of a really, lengthy relationship. It makes sense.
Yeah. These things will happen.
Yeah. I haven't had a girlfriend in
Let me explain something. Mal is like a good-looking dude. But Mal could be a good-looking dude with this Viking beard of his, dude. It's getting amazing, dude. Like, if you just keep doing that, and you got this like little Viking braid like bracelet thing that you have, and I'm like, dude, that is amazing right there. You do that, you get like the temple shave, true Viking. Oh my god.
That's kind of you to say.
Oh man, you should see this thing. It's magnificent.
Come by my stream.
Twitch.tv/Malostrom.
That's me.
Is him.
Yeah, I haven't had a girlfriend since high school. I want to say 10th grade. So that would have been... How old are you in 10th grade? Let me think.
Man.
6th grade, you're 13.
Goodness.
14, 15, 16. 16?
I'll agree with you because I don't even know. I repressed that immediately.
But when I was 16, I was actually 17 because I was held back a year when I was a small child. Because I got mad. I may have mentioned this before.
I was 17 as well because I started school late.
I was held back in preschool because I was a little fuckhead and I got my feelings and emotions were not mature enough. So they held me back and it was like, yeah, that was probably good.
Man, to do it all over again. What I wouldn't give.
The one thing I do, the one thing I am a little like sad about is that I won't have the opportunity to have like another high school romance. I only had that one opportunity and that just was not a great one, because it was very one-sided. I wasn't perfect, but they did not help it at all. So suffice to say, I haven't had a girlfriend for, well, I'm 24 now, so we go 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 7 years.
Nothing wrong with that. Man, I wish that was the case for me.
Man.
Goodness.
I won't lie. I mean, I do get lonely, of course, but it's not soul crushingly so. Like, hey, why won't anybody date me? I'm not really trying, and I don't know where to even go to try. Like you went to a coffee shop and you were like, hey, what's going on? And then you were like, hey, let's go do a thing. Like,
it wasn't immediate, hey, let's go out.
Well, no, you said you came back another day.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I sealed that bitch.
Just to... I don't have the opportunity to do that because...
I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish that.
There's not a lot of places to walk to, and I'm really bad at telling people's ages by looking at them. Yeah. There's an ice cream place that is, down. Do you know? You know where I live?
I thought you were saying, ice cream shop. Yeah, I know ice cream. Yeah.
There's an ice cream shop that's about it's a 20-minute walk down the road from me. It's like 2 minutes in car. Haha, that's funny. And there's a lot of younger girls that work there, but I'm not sure if some of them are in college or they are in high school, which is very apt. Because I'm terrible at telling people's ages just by looking at them. So my concern is, 24-year-old me, if I even ever fucking worked up the courage to be like, hey, hi. Like, I don't, for one thing, they're serving a customer. I kind of don't know how to go from there. It's not like, it's a little less of a casual, I feel like, situation, which you ask somebody out that's working as a barista, right?
Yeah. There was a bar stand there, and you're able to they'll talk to you, especially when it's like a slow day and all this COVID shit's going around. Yeah. I cursed. Like, they'll talk to you, and I was just talking to her about everything. I guess she was happy that, oh man, actually somebody's actually here in the goddamn store. But you have to be very matter of fact about what you're doing or what you're up to. Have a plan of attack. Here, let me put it this way. What's the first thing you do when you enter a room?
Think about why I'm there.
No. Know where the exits are, right?
Sure, I walked into the room.
There you go. You walk into a building, your first plan of attack is, I know where I'm going in case something goes down. That's immediate. I don't have to be an ROTC to tell you that. You enter a room, you know how to exit the room if something were to happen. the reason why I'm telling you this is because you have to be matter of fact. It's like, if something were to happen, don't say, oh, I'm in bumblefuck. Okay. I'm in I almost said it again. I am in the nether regions of such and such state. Nothing bad can happen here, and then you never know. You have to be ready for these possibilities, so you have to be very direct about what you're doing. I'm going over here. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna talk this chick up. That's what I'm doing. I don't care. I'm doing that. What else am I gonna do? I got a mask on. What else am I doing? Screw it. I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna play some Destiny. That's what I did. Be matter of fact about what you're doing. There's a YouTube channel that I watch that's like very good about just general life advice, and I recommend that people check him out. Don't really check him out for any political views unless that's your thing, but check him out because he actually has some really good insight. Used to be a former Green Beret. It's called Warrior Poet Society, and I watched this guy. And the first thing that I watched was him talking about what it means to be the most dangerous person. The most dangerous person is somebody that obviously looks imposing. They have the whole patriot setup, you know, the tarnished flag on the shirt and all this nonsense going on the belt. You can't tell if he's really armed, but you see that he has all of this crazy like holstering gear, so it's like, okay, this guy must do something. He talks about this guy inside of his high school who didn't look any imposing at all. His name was Mr. Martinez, let's say. And this guy, who was one of the teachers there, goes into the gym, the Warrior Poet Society. He's talking about how he used to be a wrestler inside of high school. The teacher, Mr. Martinez, comes through and he asks the teacher, hey, let's spar for a bit. This man had no idea that this guy was trained in almost 6 different martial arts. Fully black belt. But this guy doesn't look any imposing and wears glasses, the whole plaid shirt, the whole thing, pocket protector. But didn't know that at any moment, this guy is just prepared to like fuck you up if it comes to that. It was wild. Next week, he's like, hey, you want to go right now? Mr. Martinez kicks his leg up to his chin before Warrior Poet Society had any time to actually react. And at that point, he knew, yeah, okay, I know what's going to happen if we continue this any further. They both kind of nodded and just, that was that. That's a very powerful thing to understand. Understand, like, okay, who am I looking at right now? Are they actually a threat to me? Or, hey, if I enter this room, what am I actually doing? If I play this video game, what am I attempting to do here? Am I attempting to finish up a level? Am I attempting to grind levels? Like, what am I doing? I think that's just really powerful. In your case, just be matter of fact about what you're gonna do. Walk into this ice cream store and you're gonna pop some chick up.
Actually, it's more like a stand. It's not really a store.
Oh, well, still walk up to the stand. Just ask, just talk. You don't have to. Don't be. You're not expecting anything. Just talk. Nice weather we're having, right? Yeah. Talk that up. Eventually, oh, so what do you do? Oh, I do this. Oh, that's cool.
What do you do for work?
No, you. The person's asking you.
I'm kind of I'm kind of pretty well known online by at least like
Evans.
10 people.
The UK loves you.
That's true. I don't know why I have so many UK viewers. I mean, I partly do. One popped in, and then they brought their friends, and then they brought their
army.
Girlfriends and their friends. Yeah. It's funny, like almost all of my regular UK viewers, they all know each other, like personally.
That's
IRL.
good. That's good. That's how it is with Hell Jumpy friend Zave. Like everybody that comes into his chat are basically well-known friends. Like they all talk to each other. I think that's really powerful to have.
Mm.
What a support system right there. That's crazy. Anytime you just start streaming, it's like, hey bud, oh, how's it going? I know this person. Like literally. Like he's like, and then all of these other people show up. That's crazy. But what I was gonna tell you is, okay, so when I broke up with this girl and I figured well, that this was a bad idea. I don't know why I did that, but I do. I felt like I wasn't even remotely ready. During this time where I felt like, okay, I feel like a bit of a bachelor, I'm gonna just do whatever, I had Tinder. And on Tinder, it shows you, it tells you when somebody like likes you or whatever. But the problem is you need like the I'm not gonna pay nothing for this. I don't need to do all that.
You need the premium to actually see this shit.
I'm sitting there, and no joke, for my first, this would be the third week, and I opened it when I woke up and noticed, man, I have like 30 some people right now that like, but I can't. I'm not gonna. What do you want me to do? Like, I'm not gonna swipe literally everybody right now just to see that this person liked me, or whomever this person is.
Mm.
Like, what do you want me to do? But what I was gonna say is like I'm too old school to like be on this platform.
Yeah,
like
I don't really feel comfortable using like Tinder or an app like that. I don't know if I would wholly be opposed to something like Match.com, but I'm like,
oh, you're too young, chum. You wouldn't want that.
Maybe.
That's more of a matchmaker, more or less. Like you use Tinder to like just kind of find people, talk some people.
I mean, my mom and her now husband met through Match.com, and I mean they recommended it to me because I was like, I've thought about it, but I'm like, I don't really know.
Don't go through that yet, chum. Just be you. You're a bachelor right now. This is you. You're you right now in this timeline. Be a bachelor. Go library. Go to the library. Read a well-known book from your favorite horror nut, H.P. Lovecraft. All of a sudden, you have this random lady. Oh, you read H.P. Really? No, you don't. Hell no, you don't. But hey, this person started chatting you up, and now what?
I don't. I'm not even sure where my closest library would be. The
just giving you some stratagems. It's
I
not. It's just
don't
the
have
playbook.
a lot of like. I've mentioned I don't live exactly in the sticks because I live like near a very busy road, but like not a lot of things are exactly close, like within walking distance. I'll be straight up. Another thing that I'm concerned with is that I'm not like good enough material because I don't have a means of transportation. And that's partly.
Oh, don't worry about that, chump.
That's
you needn't worry about that.
That's partly just because it's like, why the fuck do I want a car to add on more payments when I don't really leave the house or the general area rather that often? And like, if I need something, I'll either get it delivered to me or I ask somebody because I have family that lives nearby.
Bitch, I'm driven. I don't walk. Or sorry, I walk. And I'm driven, bitch. You shouldn't call you whoever you're trying to court a bitch, but hey. Listen. I'm working from home now. It's COVID, whatever. I walk to where I need to go. A lot of the stuff gets delivered because COVID, you know how it is. And I get an Uber. The fuck doesn't matter. You shouldn't be talking to whoever you're trying to court like you're some sort of mafioso, but
that's the thing. That's the thing too. I don't want to take Ubers.
Well, you don't have to say any of that. Just listen, I'm driven. That is it. Listen, that is all. I walk, I'm driven. Do you have a car? Listen, bitch. I walked. I'm driven. Okay.
The one thing I would hope is just, it's like, hey, I can't make it to the place unless like it's within walking distance to me. Like if we were to meet at the park, I could do that because that's not that far. That's maybe like a 30-minute walk to the bottom.
Listen, bitch, you got this park near you. Let's go there. You walk. Yeah, okay. Look. Sorry.
It's like I have no problem with paying for, you know, whatever we do. It's just like, hey, can I get a ride though? Like, I'm sorry, can you pick me up? Because I don't. It just, and part of this comes from a conversation I had with my cousin and my best friend, IRL. And it was like one time, and it lasted all of maybe like 5 minutes, but it clearly still affects me to this point, in which I was like, I offhandedly were playing a game, and I was like, hey, I might, you know, get back out there once all the COVID shit is, you know, fully cleared and whatnot. And I'm thinking about doing that, you know, after that. And they had mentioned, they immediately went for, oh, well, you don't drive, you don't have your license. It's like that nobody's going to want to date you if you don't have your license.
That's
or
a whole bunch of bullshit.
Car. Well, and I tell this to myself because I thought about it after I got home, and I was like, I really should have said, and I still hold myself to this point, I've never said it to them, but cunt, I'm not dating you. You're not my fucking standard. But it still makes me feel like I'm not like all collectively there because I don't have a car.
Don't worry about that.
I don't drive.
Don't worry. Listen,
it affects me. I've struggled with this for so long, and I know I shouldn't, but it affects me on such a deep mental level that until I can find somebody to, you know, be with, that I'll have this stigma of, oh, are they going to hate me because I don't have a car and I can't go places, I can't take them anywhere, and I have to ask for rides. But it's not like I'm going to be, hey, can you take me to this place? Can you do me a favor? Can you ride me out here? I don't usually ask people that to begin with, unless it's not very often I ask people for rides places because I don't want to be an imposition to them, an inconvenience to them.
Here's my thing. You are in the same generation as me, unfortunately. I feel old. Our generation is all about what's just good for them. Okay? You got a pretty good happening way of mode about you. You walk. You can be driven. Me, I take an Uber. I live in a city. If I have my car, which is typical, but if I have my car, comes the route, I drive. Otherwise, I got an Uber. It's whatever. I don't really need to go anywhere right now, so I've let my dad, you know, kind of drive around.
Yeah.
And he's been taking care of the payments, so it's whatever. But I haven't really been doing much. I whatever I need to go, I live next to a promenade, and if I need to go somewhere, I got the Uber right now. I'll head to the Strip, whatever I got to do. But I haven't had any reason to go to the Strip lately. Like since COVID began, I've only been to the Strip once, and that was for 4th of July this year. I used to have to go up through the Strip just for work and come back and go back through the Strip, and that was a whole clusterfuck because you'd have to sit behind this car that's never seen the Bellagio a day in his life and slowing down just to take pictures of the fountain. Oh my god. I don't miss that, let me tell you. But you have a good way of mode about you. Like, you don't have to worry about any of this. Hey, the girl walks up to you and asks, hey, do you have a car? It would never happen like this. But do you have a car? Like,
well, of course it wouldn't happen like that.
The thing is though, like, listen, I walk. Like, everything I need to go to, I walk to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. What do I got to do? If I need to go somewhere, like really, like I'm just gonna call up an Uber or somebody that can just drive up real quick. Like that's all I do. It's better for the environment that way. What do you want? What do you want? Let's go get some spaghetti. I know a spaghetti shop. He makes spaghetti burgers. Let's go. You ever had some spaghetti? She don't know what spaghetti is. Now you open her mind a little bit.
Yeah, listen. Take her to the real fancy restaurant for some spaghetti.
Oh, ain't nothing fancy about this fast food spaghetti burger.
No, that's what I'm talking about, though. It's called fast food spaghetti. Yeah, that's Olive Garden. Come on, that was handed to you on a fucking silver platter, man.
This was last week's meme.
It's my meme forever.
It's not your meme. I started.
Trash.
No, yes, Olive Garden is trash, but I was talking about the McDonald's nonsense that we were talking about last week, and I said, oh yeah, but that's like me making. It was OnlyFans, by the way. This is like if I made a restaurant for fast food for an all-American burger. You can't hear the desk slam because I'm using NVIDIA broadcast, bitch. But I made an all-American burger. And you said, no, I know what you would make. You ready? And I said, yeah. My dog ran out of the room because I slammed the desk, poor thing. I'm sorry, pup. Sorry. You said, oh, I know what you would actually make. It would be spaghetti. And I was like, no, I'm making an all-American burger, damn. I'm not going to slam the desk. Anyway, that meme is dumb then. Whatever, I don't care anymore. It's dumb. You get driven. Hey, listen. What do you want from me? You want me to take you down this street right here? We get you a spaghetti. We get you a spaghetti. We get you a strand of spaghetti. Is that what you want?
Can I just dump some like spaghetti with the sauce into your hand? Hey, you pull it out of your pocket. Hey, you pull it out of your pocket in like a little plastic baggie for like a sandwich bag. And you're like, hey, you want some spaghetti? You just start munching on it. Hey, you want some? Like it's trail mix. You want some?
So let me take you down local Walmart. The Walmart market is what it's called. Let me take you down there. We pick you up can of Chef Boyardee. You ready for this? I open the can. I pour it into your hand.
Fuck that. MRE style spaghetti. And it's, it's portable because it's an MRE, but like you can fit it in your fucking pocket like it's trail mix. Dude.
Good Lord. Hey, babe, you want to come back to mine? We can have some MREs real quick. I don't know a lady alive that wouldn't turn that down. That sounds like a good time and a half right there. Yeah, you ever had an MRE? I'm gonna get you one.
No, I've heard it gives you shits though.
Oh yeah. You gotta be prepared to excrete that immediately because you gotta be on the move.
Well, because that's made for like, this is all you're gonna get. So It needs to be powerful and like very filling.
Yep. You ever seen the Russian MREs that come with like the can of meat? And then you also have this little apparatus where you can place a candle on top of that. Light the candle because it comes with a match. Single solitary match. And then on top of that, you place the can of meat on top of this apparatus where the candle is cooking the meat. Just have a home ready meal on this can of meat.
Does it also come with a fold out portable table with a checkered tablecloth that you can put the candle on? Is this just the French MRE?
No, I actually haven't seen the French MRE. I've seen the Korean MRE. I've seen the Russian MRE. I've seen our MREs, which I'm more impressed with our MREs because we don't have to have any of these crazy apparatuses. But I'm actually more impressed with the Korean MREs because those come with just like actual, like that's food. Like that is actual food in that bag. that is an RMRE that with bread and whatever the hell this possibly could be.
The two comparisons that I've heard of like different MREs from like two different sources. One is from people actually talking about their experience in the army, talking about MREs and how the American ones are like, and they really give you the shits. And then there is the video game MGS4, in which the colonel in a throwaway codec call is talking about going to this convention and tasting all the different MREs and saying that the American ones were also bad. And then the French and the Japanese ones were really good.
Do the French MREs get a baguette?
Yeah, it's like, you know the kind of sponges that, like, as a kid, you put it in water and it would grow?
Oh, they get one of them.
Yeah, it's like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it grows a baguette.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. Well, no, it must be. Well, it must be soft, and it might not be too. What if it grows into a baguette? That might be nice. Must be if people actually like the French MREs compared to our own. I'm impressed with our own because that can survive any climate. Like, that's important, especially for our United States Space Force.
Yeah, thank you, Trump. You did it.
I was thinking about signing up just to say that I did. I was a Guardian once.
Ha! Yeah, and then you actually get called into just normal line of duty.
Man, I'm in the Space Force. You're talking to a Guardian right now.
No, but then they throw you into something else.
No, I'm a Guardian. I'm going into space to defend from tyranny in space.
Yeah, and fuck the 21-foot witch, who we know no details. So. We know no more details about, only that she's 21 feet, and also Resident Evil producer was signed on to help.
God willing.
They know. Anyway, women are scary to talk to, and I can't, because I'm afraid that I am not, I'm not good enough.
Here's the thing: it all starts base level 2. So if you don't think you're good enough, how the hell is that gonna work? You gotta really dig deep. Just admire that you made it.
You know, it's really only the car thing, and then also just nervousness of talking to people. But, like, again, I can't tell age is good. So it's like, oh yeah, let me ask out this 16-year-old by accident. And it's like, I don't know.
This will come out. You don't immediately, like, hey, how old are you? Like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. You don't ask a woman her age, but, like, hey, like, what do you do? You start to feel around, like, are you in school? Like, yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'm in cosmetology. Oh, okay, you're in all right, so now you're feeding around a little bit.
Well, obviously it leads into that, and you want to just ask somebody. I'm just concerned. It's like anybody you start talking to, it's like, yeah.
Oh, you're into music? Oh, what are you into? Katy Perry? Oh, okay, so you might be, well, 2010 area? Oh, okay.
Unless they're a fucking psycho and they're like, yeah, I don't like music.
Well, then at that point, you cease all communication. What's the problem?
I've met one person in my life that was like, yeah, I don't really listen to music. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How do you not like music? What type of music
do you listen to, Melon?
A lot. A lot.
What type? What's your main genre? If I were to catch you listening to something right now off your Spotify or some nonsense, what are you listening to?
Nah, I don't listen to music off of Spotify.
Bullshit. What do you listen to?
A lot of game soundtracks, honestly. I was thinking about that earlier. It's like,
so you're into scores. There you go.
Yeah. I used to really like Plunderphonics. I'm surprised I can even remember that name. And that's like if you know Pogo. Do you know Pogo?
I know the old Flash game website called Pogo.
Okay, no. It's Plunderphonics is essentially like you take like this line of dialogue or like lines of dialogue or sound effects that sound very pleasing, and then you make it into a song. I used to be really into that. I mean, I still do really enjoy it, but I used to like actively seek that out more back when. Years back. Yeah, honestly now it's just a lot of if it's not video game stuff, it's like one song from this one band usually. I recently reminded myself because I there was a part because my client is currently playing, or at least that I'm editing. They're playing Metal Gear Solid 2, and there are Russians in that, and so he's at the part where Raiden has to disguise himself in the terrorist uniform, and he starts speaking in a Russian accent, and I was like, what's a Russian song that I can use? And I was like, oh, I know one. What the hell was the name of it? And I had to think about it, and I started humming it off because I knew part of it at one point. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Katyusha. So I've been singing that on and off past few days.
You walk in on me right now listening to video game soundtrack. Which would it be?
Red Dead, Halo, Destiny, Halo.
Which one?
I mean, I don't know. You were listening to other Halo stuff that wasn't ODST the other day, but it's probably going to be ODST.
Yes, it would.
Gee, I wonder why.
I like all of the soundtracks, but ODST holds a special place in my heart because it's brushed away from the norm. Yeah. And it won soundtrack of the year. You can't beat that. That was crazy.
Oh, it did?
This offshoot Halo game won soundtrack of the year. That was wild.
Good. Fucking deserved it.
Yeah. Marty did a great job with that one.
I bet. How often do you listen to Guilty Gear?
Every couple of days. I take a good old whiff of Nagarayuki's song, and then I'm like, I gotta kind of have to sit here a little bit, and then I listen to Giovanna's song. All right, now I'm gonna have to sit here for a little bit, and then I go back to Faust. His Faust song is it's not really melodic, but it gets there. It's just a good track.
I've been, because of my other client, he plays Guilty Gear, and he mains Faust. I have been utterly just beaten into my fucking ears that goddamn track, because he never changes the song whenever he's fighting.
I don't either. I like the characters. Well, even though I play Nago, I'm trying to get into Giovanna though.
But I'm
trying to get into Giovanna, am I right?
That song's good. I just can't fucking hear it anymore. And especially, I think it's funny that it's just when I hear that song, it's I think of him, my client. I just think, he never changes the fucking song. Every match, every edit is just that song for fucking hours.
Well, could I ask you something?
Yes.
How come you don't have Spotify? Is it because I overcooked the roast? How come you don't use Spotify?
I technically do. I just don't use it for music, really. I use it more for podcasts.
Use it.
No.
Please.
Why?
It would change your life experience.
So I can talk about, with you and Michael and whoever else, about what my song of the year was.
Yeah, your top playlists. Those are always fun.
Nah.
Why not? Also, I just like using Spotify for the following thing. I can come across a song I haven't heard literally since the 90s, and I'm like, oh, I remember. Oh, he was on this? Oh, that's a good... Okay, let me just put that on my saved. Oh, what an adventure this has been.
See, I'll usually do that just when it comes to YouTube. Actually, no, almost 100% of the time, the music I listen to, it's off of YouTube.
YouTube doesn't have your top 2021 songs, though.
The reason I don't like using Spotify for music is, one, the ads, and they aren't that aggressive, but it's still
Let me tell you something about YouTube's under the table. You don't need the ads. You don't need the ads.
Mm-hmm.
You catch my meaning.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
You got, I can't really say it, but you got methods.
Mm-hmm.
What about YouTube? Go on. Your nonsense. It's got ads, though.
Yes. Spotify is, I would say, not as aggressive as YouTube, because while Spotify, it's like every few songs you have an ad, YouTube, it can be every song you have an ad.
On your phone?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to stuff, YouTube on my phone, like whenever I go for walks, I have a phone screen lock, and I go ahead and activate that, and I put on like a playlist of old Japanese Showa era music from like the 70s and the 80s, and that makes me feel good. That's another thing too. Some stuff is so out there and so random that I'm not going to be able to find it on Spotify, or at least American Spotify. My other reason is...
The hell does that mean? Well, I found Ningen Isu on American quote-unquote Spotify. That is a top-notch band. Sorry, go ahead.
Some stuff is either so old or so out there, or it's not actually like music, like published music. You're not going to find it on Spotify. Also, sometimes I like the visuals to accompany what I'm listening to.
Get wallpaper engine on.
No, if I'm, when it comes to visuals, I mean I'm on my computer. Obviously, if I'm going for a walk somewhere, I'm not actively watching a video. My other reason I'm not a big fan of using Spotify for music is that you can't select individual songs unless you have premium.
Okay, all right, you got me there. I was like, what? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm not... I would say, honestly, that's probably my number one reason I don't like using Spotify. You can't select individual songs.
I'm pretty sure they changed that.
I think you have to pay for it, last I heard.
Because I don't have premium anymore.
Yeah, but you have other methods.
I don't have other methods. I'm just using Spotify.
The fuck are you talking about then before?
There's other methods you can use to get rid of the ads, but I can't tell you that. But I don't got that right now. But I mean, in the event that they start acting up.
Yeah, I prefer to use YouTube for my music, because I mean, I have ad block on YouTube on my computer.
Don't say that. No, you don't.
I think
he doesn't. Everybody, sorry.
I think using ad block on platforms is a perfectly reasonable thing.
Nope.
And Twitch users that whine and complain that you're not watching the ads are absolute pieces of fucking garbage. You have a right to block ads that are going to make them all of 2 cents. No, you don't. Who is this for?
Ads up.
Who is this
for? You took my 2 cents.
Who is this for?
Don't do that. You can't say it.
Why are you Chinaing me?
Why are you Chinaing me? Why are we using this as a derogatory term? Why aren't we playing outward right now? What is going on?
Why aren't we?
Yeah, okay, all right, listen, okay, all right. Last thing I actually have to talk about. I had stated on Twitter publicly, in a public forum, I did this box thing with my hands, so you can't see me. I don't follow.
I don't see... have you posted on Twitter in a bit?
Literally this afternoon.
I need to like more of your shit. I do not see anything you post.
I also retweet a lot. Like, I retweet a lot of stuff.
I fucking see none of that. God damn it.
I retweet so much stuff, especially from my chum at the horror, who used to be Horror Aesthetics. He changed his name now.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear that completely. I thought you said my chum at the whore.
It probably cut. NVIDIA broadcast this one's for you, bud.
My chum at the whore. No thanks.
My chum that used to run the Twitter page known as Horror Game Aesthetics is now like Horror Game Community. I forget what he did. but he posts all of my horror images, and then I retweet. I also follow Trevor Henderson, so I retweet a lot of his stuff, especially his book recommendations. I like that. That's some good stuff. Anyway, on Twitter, I had posted publicly that I'm afraid of uninstalling Cyberpunk just in case the quote-unquote fix update comes out. And I uninstalled Cyberpunk, and they made this 1.3 patch that apparently is a lot better. And what I noticed is that my computer immediately started downloading that. And I woke up the next day and just had Cyberpunk installed, even though I uninstalled it. So now to be fair, I deleted the folder. I didn't uninstall it from Steam, so Steam didn't.
That would do it and re-download all of it.
Yeah. I thought at a base level, it's like I don't like this that much. I'll just remove the folder. It can't be that bad. But I didn't know it would auto update like that. That was crazy.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about that because I was wondering why Vinny Vinesauce was streaming actually live Cyberpunk earlier.
Yeah, the 1.3 update's out. Try it. I just don't like how stealth is I love methodical gameplay like that. Like, I like stealth. And stealth is like a huge gimmick, and that was like something I've noticed because my character, I wanted to be like mainly an assassin. You're only one dude. You don't get like a partner like how you would in The Witcher or some nonsense. You know, some missions in The Witcher you get like a partner nonsense. But Cyberpunk, you're the guy. You're the guy. You got a gun though, but you're the guy.
I'm the letter.
Yeah. B. Anyway. Yeah, that downloaded. I got scared. But 1.3 was out and it downloaded it, so what are you gonna do? Why aren't we playing Outward?
Podcast.
I want to play Phasma, but you have to work. But I want to play Phasma, but you have to work.
Do I?
I would.
I mean, I could be convinced otherwise, maybe.
I don't want to take you away from your work, John. It's very important that you get that done. I would like to play Outward or Phasma, but we don't have to do this right now at this very moment. I'm up for a bit. I'm on this degenerate schedule.
We'll just do it we'll set things up and just have that be the podcast. Like no in between, no cuts, just yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna go to the bathroom before we start.
I mean, it's been 2 hours. I mean, you have to pay usually for other programs to offer you an extra hour, you goddamn heathens. Sorry, dear listener, I don't mean to call you a heathen. I mean to call Mala a heathen at some point when he dies.
That's
fair. I die in Phasma and he calls me a fucking asshole because I died.
I don't. Not
always. Weren't there, you heathen. You don't know. You don't know.
Actually,
I hate it when the ghost comes through the door just to kill you. I hate that so much. I hate when it doesn't open the door. I hate when it just goes through it. You're like, oh no. I hate that so much.
I hate when the ghost does the thing that ghosts do. You know, go through walls. Usually the ghosts will open the door though, but like the certain ones will like they'll just float through the door. They'll just go through the goddamn door, and I'm just sitting there like, what? What do you like? Where's the counterplay after that? What do I do? I came in here to hide from you. You ran all the way up the stairs, or you ran all the way through 3 doors just to get to me? Like, god damn, I deserve it at that point. Like, what do I do? Hey, juke him.
I ain't no juking him once you hide in the closet on the first story.
Pull out your gun.
You shoot the ghost with the silver bullet, stops the honey immediately.
No, normal bullets, or it's like Dark Souls 2. You don't need a cursed weapon like in Dark Souls 1. You don't need an item to curse your arm. No, just hit ghosts suddenly. No, it's fine.
In Scrim, How come you don't need a silver weapon to deal with ghosts? But you did in Oblivion.
Because it became too...
Oh, bro.
Gameplay,
oh my god.
And it was like, just let the people kill things, because you want to have build freedom. You don't want to have to carry a silver weapon. There. Why?
But you're like The Witcher. Silver for monsters, steel for humans.
What were you going to say? Oh, man.
So, when Oblivion first came out and I had that game, I already told you about one of my both of my scariest moments in video games happen with Bethesda games, oddly enough. But when Oblivion came out, I was just a tyke at the time, and I saw my first Oblivion gate, and I saw this Daedric guy come out of it, and I had never ran that fast to my Xbox at the time, and I just turned that bitch off. I was like, nope. But then the second, actually no, that's not that wouldn't. There were 3 times, and all of them happened to be Bethesda. But the second time here is when I got the testicular fortitude, because I figured out, no, that's what the game is meant to do. There's meant to be this huge. It's the name of the game, Oblivion. It's meant to do that.
Mm.
I came from Morrowind before then, and Morrowind didn't have nothing like that. But you had Oblivion, and this huge Oblivion gate comes out. Now all the townspeople are freaking out, at the beginning, because it's like, oh shit, do you see what's happening up there? That giant gate? Oh no. So then you go up there, and then this dude came out of it, and I was like, nope, turn that off, go to bed. Later on, at that point I really loved the game, but later on, there's this house that will be given to you for free, but you gotta check what's going on inside the house.
Yeah.
I ran in that bitch, and I was like, oh, free house, let's go. There was a goddamn ghost in there. And I could not, for the life of me, when it first happened, I flipped shit. When the ghost first attacks me, I was so fucking confused. So then, okay, all right, this is an enemy. I composed myself. This is an enemy here. This is what's happening. Kill the enemy. And then the game's telling you, no, you can't do that. Your weapon's not silver. And I was like, what does that mean? Your weapon's not silver. You can't do it. The third time was on Fallout New Vegas. I was walking around. This was during that period where you can't. No, this could have been Fallout 3. No, this was Fallout 3. Okay, I'm sorry. So you're walking around in Fallout 3.
All right.
And there's this bug that could happen where you get, if you're in a zone, you're in a load zone. In my case, I was in a vault. There's a chance that when you're in this load zone, you run the risk of just teleporting through the floor when you come out of the load zone. There was a bug like that back in the day.
Mm.
I had teleported underneath this room. Maybe one of the dear listeners knows what vault I'm talking about, because it's about to get heavy. I teleported down. I didn't know what was happening. This was Saturday morning. I was just messing around Fallout 3 on my Xbox. I was in my room. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I woke up, immediately turned on Fallout. Nobody was going to be on at that time. And I'm playing this. I teleport through the floor, and all I can see is this large room. That's where I teleported to. It's this large room. There's a single solitary chair sitting in the middle of the room, faced towards a projector. And the projector goes on, because this is a trigger. The projector goes on, and basically at the end, it just tells you you're going to die. And then all of these walls come down.
Oh, that was New Vegas.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so it was New Vegas, all right. So then this would have been the time where you couldn't, because, you reach that point in the game where it's all right, the game kind of has to end, but you don't want to do that, because if you do that, you can't explore or do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just go around the map trying to discover everything.
Yeah.
And I went into this vault, down into that area. The projector just tells you you're going to die. And the wall comes down. And then, you get swarmed by all of these things. I didn't understand that was something that could actually happen. Yeah. I didn't understand that was actually something that could happen. I thought, Hemly fuck, I got cursed or something. I go back to the same zone later on. Really, this is an event. Okay, all right. But yeah,
yeah, that bit is like, because you get fucking swarmed, like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's just a Zerg rush of like.
That is robots. A lot. There's nowhere to hide either. There's nowhere to take cover. That part is fucked, even with companions. I remember for one of my playthroughs, I had gone in there, I think maybe with 2 other people, and just even then, we got fucking romped, and I was like maybe level 15, 20-ish. It was just like,
I didn't have the weapons to deal with that. I don't know what weapon would deal with that situation where all sides are coming down on you, and you're meant to just come out of that unscathed. And I used to play
the experimental Merv.
No. I used to play Iron Man because I thought that's how they wanted you to do it, where you have to like drink and do all this nonsense.
That wouldn't be Iron Man.
What is that?
That would just be survival.
Oh, whatever it's called. I thought it was Iron Man.
Or hardcore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, when you say Iron Man, that's 1 life. Yeah.
And the save is just done after that, or do you get like 1 save and that's all you can
do? Well, you see it a lot with like Stalker, because there are some mods that just have the option that there is Iron Man mode and it's 1 life and then that's it. The save is deleted. That's too stressful. I couldn't do that. And even then, I fuck around too much. I couldn't do that.
I like hardcore.
I like hardcore. I don't like doing challenge runs really all that often. Ever.
I do, but in Destiny, you get something out of it at the end.
That's different. I want to enjoy myself playing the game. I don't want to be stressed out so much. It makes you appreciate it more, but like... games do.
You did this thing that nobody else did.
Games do stupid shit sometimes, and you die for stupid fucking reasons.
As like a Dark Souls guy, I thought you would have tried to have done like a challenge run here and there.
See, that I've actually had this conversation with people before, and they are very surprised when I tell them, like Dark Souls 2, if you complete the game no deaths or no bonfire, like you never set at the bonfire, then you can get an illusory ring.
The ring, right?
Yeah. You can get 1 for each hand, and it turns your weapon invisible on the left hand and the right hand.
Yeah, so then it looks like you're kind of like a fist build, but you're not.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool.
It's like you could be wielding ultra great swords in each hand, and nobody would know until you actually swung it. And even then, they don't know what weapon of... They don't know specifically which ultra great sword you're using.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never done a run like that in Dark Souls 2. Depending on how my my sub stream goes with RE4, if we make it to the sub goal I'll do a Dark Souls 2 challenge run or build run. I may do one.
Should I have done this? I'm sorry to cut you off. I've been doing that a lot this episode. Apologies, but should I have done that?
What?
A sub goal? Is that the... Because Hunter basically must have reached a tier all on his own. Shout out to Hunter, by the way, but he must have done a tier all on his own right now.
I'm using it as sort of in the way of, it's a subathon, but I'm playing RE4. The only way to extend the quote-unquote subathon is just by making it to the top goal, and which I've said this already in the last episode, I'll play separate ways.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Otherwise, that's why I'm saying sub goal as opposed to subathon, because it's not necessarily. It's just I'm playing RE4, and we can do goals. If we make these goals, there will be other streams that I will fulfill in exchange. For you, I think it could probably work. You have people that give you lots of stuff. If you were to, if the things are, if the rewards are good enough for the sub goals, then it'll entice people enough.
I still haven't completed my horror stream. My spooky stream, where I was going to watch spooky videos that are obviously fake but with the viewers, and I haven't. That should be now. Like I should have done that.
Well, there's
4
still
months
time.
ago now.
There's still time into going into October.
Definitely got to do it somewhere.
Wasn't that a Hellfire thing though?
It was. It was
with channel points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not the biggest deal in the world. It's not like, people.
I feel bad because I want to do another thing, but I haven't been able to because of the stupid thing that I already have to commit to. I promised I would do this.
Well, it's been months though.
Exactly.
Well, what's the other thing?
What's the other thing?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the thing I want to do after this?
Yeah, that you can't do because you have to do the spooky.
Just more succinct things like, I'll solo flawless every dungeon.
Oh, next. So just like additional Hellfire, point redeem stuff.
Well, community challenges, not necessarily. Here, you redeem 10,000 hell fuel. I'll solo flawless this entire dungeon.
I know what you mean. I mean, do it this week. What's stopping you?
Laziness. I don't know how to set that up. Really, I don't feel like watching a bunch of fucking fake videos I know are fake. I kind of want to watch things like the Walt file. Like, and you know what? We'll do that. Watch Walt fucking files. Sorry, pup. Sorry.
Just scaring your dog.
Yeah.
Multiple times during this podcast. Yeah, I mean, when you say set it up, like, what's the issue? I mean, just display.
Just setting up like a time and like really the patience to want to like do all this.
I mean, that would be your normal stream time, unless you want to add in that spooky factor. Then you do it later in the evening. You sound
pretty spooky yourself, friend.
These sound like excuses, friend. I
am. I don't want to do it. I don't want to watch fake videos. I don't know what I was actually going to want to watch.
Well, then
the initial idea, and no, I wanted to keep this kind of low key. But the initial idea was that I pick a set of videos, like a playlist, because you know how you can do like the queue now on YouTube.
Yes.
But you can add like a set of videos, and which I was going to do. I was going to add like a set of ghost videos, like some of the more well-known ones, and I was going to add like ones that don't have too many views, but whatever, let's go for it. Let's see if we can find something weird. And that was gonna be the tail of the tape. But that doesn't sound too fun.
Well, has anybody called you out on the fact that you haven't done it yet?
Oh, but every goddamn week. Double AC in there.
Of course it's double AC. Okay, well then why don't you talk with the Discord and just be like, hey, instead of this, can we switch it to this? Like I'll still, honor the redemption. It's just I'm not really feeling doing this, after the fact, but I still will do something for y'all that's, horror related.
That could do.
That seems fair.
Seems fair.
It's like you got the goal. It's just I want to change what the goal actually was. I'll still do the thing. It's just a different thing.
But what if I do it, then what?
What do you mean do it?
If I just do Spooky Night anyway, then what?
Well, it's either it's redeemed or it's not redeemed. If you when you say Spooky Night, you mean watching videos or doing something else?
Yeah. Well,
then you
watch
move on.
The videos around.
Well, then you move on to the other thing, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's either you do it or you do something else in its place.
Yeah.
Seems pretty straightforward to me, friend. You're just overthinking it.
Oh, I believe we can wrap up. This has been an eventful sode. People hate when you say that. They don't like sode.
It's been a soap.
Oh yeah, it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, drama.
Mariah Carey, goddamn relationship. Know your exit strategy. I mean that. I'm not saying that just to be this guy. Like no, I mean that.
There are metal fences I can hop over if I really need to. Otherwise, I could just run into the middle of the road and then die. That's a good exit strategy. That is the ultimate exit strategy.
That's not all I'm saying. I come into a room with 4 doors. I'm counting all 4 of those doors. I know exactly where to go in the event this goes down. That's all I'm saying.
In the event they're actually 16, I know which exit I need to leave.
That's the same thing in Phasmophobia, you know? Like, okay, so in the event of a hunt, what are we doing? We're going in the goddamn basement.
Treat relationships in dating advice like hunting ghosts in a video game.
It really is like that sometimes.
Which door do I need to go out of to ensure I don't get killed by this ghost?
Which door do I need to go out of just in case I say cringe and now I can no longer be within the vicinity of this female?
You literally just walk up to the girl and you say, cringe. Oh god, where do I go? Oh jeez.
I had posted something where the guy was like, dude, I've been way too used to like being on the internet, and I walked out to like the sidewalk to where I saw this woman and I just said, white woman is spotted. And like that's what COVID's been doing.
I've heard of shit like that before, though. That's when the woman will say, that's cringe.
Oh, and where's the exit strategy? Where you go?
Back inside. You're exiting the outdoor.
And you're
loading in your house.
No. Oh, no. You don't go back inside after that. No, you don't want her to know where you dwell. Like, oh, this is that weirdo. You want fresh pavement. Was she cute? Was she a 10?
You walk out of your house, you go to the sidewalk.
Go to the sidewalk, yeah. You keep walking after that, but you don't no. You keep walking.
You just came out of your house, forward. Though.
Yeah, you came out of your house on the sidewalk. What do you give a fuck?
Just implying
delivering
don't
fucking papers, bitch. What do you care?
Inside the house?
Invited me for fucking tea. What do you care? What do you want from me?
My exit strategy is to just fast travel to another city.
That's a good one. Teleportation is always a nice way of transport.
That's why I don't like to use Uber.
Oh, then what's the problem? Listen, bitch, I teleport.
It's taxing. It's like in Final Fantasy 14. It's like every time you teleport, you gotta pay a fee. And I just imagined you just drop the money on the ground after you teleport into another city. And like if you don't drop the money on the ground, then you get arrested.
Crazy existence that would be. They have cops immediately waiting outside of the teleport.
I mean, it's either you have the slip that gets you, your free voucher for teleport, or you pay the GP that it takes to teleport to said location. And we're talking like, depending on how far it is, like 400 plus GP monies.
What does GP stand for?
I think it's gold points. That's what I always put it towards. It's gold something.
I always thought it was like gold pieces.
That could be gold pieces. General practitioner. Yeah, thank you. We got it.
Good. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Yep.
They are able to find us, or find me rather. Linked tr.ee/agescxvii. I'm shilling this hard because I have all of the links on there. You want to know what I listen to on Spotify? Click on that. You want to send me an email? I'll read it. I don't appreciate it, but I'll read it. If it's nice, I'll appreciate it for sure. You got everything on there. My Twitch, my Twitter, the YouTube, Facebook, Steam. Yeah, I have my Steam on there. What's it to you? Add me. I probably won't look at it because I have too many friends requests right now. But there's also the Discord. You can head on Discord, and if I like you enough, maybe I'll add you on Steam. Look at that. Talk to people. Open up your circle. Meet somebody. What's the problem?
Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. It's not GP. It's Gil. Gil.
All right.
I was thinking of D&D.
Well, there it is.
Big gold pieces. Yeah, it's Gil. My bad.
Also have Instagram. I don't really use Instagram, but once in a blue moon, I might toss something if I feel a little extra cute one day in a suit.
Well,
might delete it later though. Felt cute for the moment, but might delete it. What's the matter?
Does it?
Yeah, it's Instagram. It's cool, especially if I remember to like actually record something cool that I did inside of Destiny. Like as a replay, not like as a recording, but as like a replay. And I'm like, oh, remember when I fucked this guy up? I keep cursing. Remember when I messed this guy up? And I headshot him. That was cool, man.
It's like the 5th time.
And ain't nobody gonna stop me.
Flip.
Where can they find Malistrom?
They can find me, Malistrom, on YouTube. I don't know why you'd want to go to my YouTube. I had somebody last month being like, when I was streaming Last of Us, they said, why don't you need to upload stuff to your YouTube? Are you gonna upload this Last of Us? And I was like, probably not. Like, no, you have like a lot of subs. You need to upload it. Your channel's gonna die. And it's like it's not that simple. I tried to explain it to them. It's like I've been thinking about maybe doing another like channel just for VODs, because it's not great to keep all your shit just on Twitch. I was like, I don't know. It's not that simple to say why I'm not uploading stuff to YouTube.
Yeah, I feel that. I dropped Pod 7 how to start a Twitch. I mentioned kind of want to have a cross-pollinate on that, bud. So I've made the attempt, and I'm getting better with my uploads. At least I upload during like relevant content now, or during relevant like content cycles rather. And I just need to figure out like what my niche is really when I upload. Like, do I do these guides, or what am I doing here? Like, what am I actually doing here? What do I do? Drop Pod? What do I do here? What's going on? It's just all about like what you really want to do with the content that you create.
Sure.
I should be like taking some snippets, but that's what they hire people like you to do.
Yeah. When are you gonna hire me?
When I can actually afford you, chum.
I'm too rich for you, bitch.
Because then I have to deal with like, this is my guy, and I don't need to, stiff him in any capacity. And I need him to know that, yeah, okay, I can actually pay this.
Hey, I have my rates outlined.
Yeah, but
in an actual document now.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're getting professional right now.
Yeah, I had some I was doing more work for re-edits in which I did not charge, because as a re-edit, that's my bad. That's a mistake. But it came to be that it was just more additional things as opposed to I'm re-editing. And I had to think about that and was like, yeah, I can't. This was over the course of like 4 to 5 days. I was doing re-edits for this one single video. And because I wasn't pricing for re-edits, it just kept being additions, and I was like, I can't reasonably do this. Thankfully, they understood perfectly fine. And they still said that, the important thing is that I edit the bulk stuff. But yeah, I had to stop that in its tracks, because I reasonably couldn't keep doing that, because it's like I have other work I need to do. I can't just do free re-edits for you continuously. So I have an outline.
There you go. That's how you do that.
But if you would, if you'd like to find me on the things, you can find me Malistrom on YouTube. Maelstrom on Twitter, Maelstrom on Twitch. And if you'd like to hire me, you can see details about my video editing on my Twitter. It's on the pinned thing. And I have an outline posted on that playlist on the Twitter post. And that's where I'm at.
Where you at? Boost.
That's where I'm at.
Mobile.
No. Verizon.
I feel so sorry for you.
It's better than
contract
Sprint.
looking ass.
No, it's better than Sprint.
Multiple contract having ass.
I don't actually pay for it. My dad does.
There it is.
There it is. I got Verizon Internet. It's better than Cuckcast. I got gigabit internet.
I wish we had any form of internet out here other than Cox communication. I would love to have satellite internet out here.
I've heard fiber isn't actually as good as it's made out to be. Google Fiber.
Too expensive to really get conclusive data on it?
No, it's just a matter of actually getting it to places.
Let's see. Hold on.
It's not in a lot of states. And, like, it's literally impossible to be laid in Pennsylvania, or more specifically, Pittsburgh, because of our roads are, like, fucked. But that's just a Pennsylvania thing. But it's more like a Pittsburgh thing. The roads are fucked the way they were made. Like, you cannot lay shit down.
We don't have Google Fiber in Las Vegas. Google, are you trying to piss me off, bubby?
Try Texas. Streamer capital of the world. And there's, like, not even anything really good there. It's just because the internet's good. That's about it. But even then, it's not, like, the best. It's good, but it's not the best. From what I've heard.
Yeah, out here we got CenturyLink. Disgusting. We got Cox Communications. Even more disgusting, but it's the lesser of two evils. Like, Cox will... Oh, can't say that on a Christian podcast. There was something I wanted to bring up now, but I feel bad because I'm about to extend the length of the show again during the ending segment somehow.
Rapid fire.
Ooh, can't say that on a Christian podcast now. Careful.
You can say come, though, and be racist.
Most hype game of the year. Go. Wrong. You weren't prepared. You rapid fired and you weren't prepared for that.
I don't know.
Must have something you're interested in.
I'm sure there's something. I just can't think of it. I don't know. Yander Simulator. I should have said that to start with. That would have been even funnier. I don't know. I keep forgetting what games are coming out this year.
Favorite film all time. Go.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, the movies that you have watched, you must have a favorite of them.
I don't know.
Moon's Haunted.
Some weeb shit.
What's the weeb shit?
I don't
Drop
know.
it. It's like the people, the masses.
I'd have to look at my movies. These are
favorite sword. Go. Gladius. Wrong answer.
Gee, I wonder why, Mr. CXVII.
You know?
I don't know. A big sword.
Big sword?
We talking real swords?
Yes, real sword.
All right, Claymore. Claymore with the Claymore.
Why that one?
Why the Gladius?
Gladiators. Time of Sparta. Time of fucking Roman LARPers.
All right.
Time of taking a man's life so you could be free of your own shackles.
Yeah,
Gladius was a time where you literally had to fight in an arena for other people's amusement, and if you died, that was it. People cheered. But if you win, now you live to fight literally another day until you're free of your chains.
It was a PS2 game called Gladiator Road to Freedom, in which you could either play the game or as soon as you got off the cart, you could just kill everybody, and then you could end the game that way.
Was that good?
Relatively. It was like Shadow of Rome if all of the if the entire game was just the Agrippa sections, which is to say all of the Colosseum stuff. But like that's it. There's no story. Like, oh, you go to this location to do this thing. No, it's just all the Colosseum because, well, that's the point, isn't it? There is a story, but it's very like it's very loose.
I would imagine so for a game like that.
Yeah.
Second favorite melee weapon, go. Has to be real.
No,
Topus, wrong answer.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Copus.
Copus?
Copus.
Is that like a disease?
Copus is a sword. It's a long curved blade that the Spartans used in place of the spear. So you had Copus and spear.
You say so.
Look it up. You'll instantly know what I'm talking about.
I looked it up.
Copus.
Yeah.
They technically classify it as a knife, but it's a sword.
Yeah, it reminds me of the mannequin blade from Dark Souls 2.
Favorite ghost.
These were not the questions you were going to ask.
Favorite ghost. Favorite ghost.
Oni.
Phantom, wrong answer.
No, yokai. Yokai are fun. Also, they're
actually,
like everything.
that wouldn't be the wrong answer because you actually answered that one. Congrats.
Thanks. It took me a second. Wait, I answered the Claymore one too.
Yeah, but that was after I had asked, or after I gave my answer, which is goddamn wrong answer. Sorry,
Okay.
pup. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Come back.
Just keep scaring your dog.
I wasn't banging the desk that time. That was my
What
chair.
the dog doing? Being scared of this dude.
No, he's sitting. No, he wants out. Damn. Did I have another question? Yeah. Wait. No. Video game that you were excited for it, and you somehow managed to gloss over that with a joke.
This year, I don't think there's anything that I can think of. If we're talking next year, obviously Elden Ring. Also Stalker 2.
What's wrong with that?
Well, Stalker 2 is next year as well.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I can't think of that many games that like I'm excited for that are coming out this year. Like I'm looking at my Steam wish list and it's like all games that have already come out. Yeah.
Stalker 2 is going to be kick-ass. I downloaded this VR game. We extended the podcast. I'm sorry. Here we go. I downloaded this VR game. I'm pretty sure I told you about this off podcast. Into the Radius, it's called. It's a VR game that's like Stalker. I just like it a lot.
Yeah,
because
told me about it.
It needs polish. It needs polish. But it's fun because like you're in there. You're the dude. It's fun. You get to climb things and you're sitting there with your Mosin, you're watching out for people, and then you actually pull out like the sleeping bag so you can, you know, camp out in the zone. The game's fun.
Is it open world?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's not tagged as like one of the first things. It's VR on Steam. VR survival atmospheric shooter indie.
Well, it's VR. VR. Jesus. It's open world in the sense of what Outer Worlds is open world. Like you have to load into a zone, and you can explore that entire dead zone, but then you have to leave the zone.
You could just say Stalker.
This is also true.
Because if you're saying Outer Worlds, then it's you go to this area and then you can never go back to it.
No, yeah, you have this hub. So like you enter a certain zone, but then you go back to your hub, like your base of operations, like where you purchase everything, where you have to like sign contracts to go out there, find the equipment that got lost because the helicopter crashed when the nonsense happened.
Wait, how is this not in early access if it's in beta?
That's what I'm saying. So the game itself is released, but in this beta version, they want it to be more open world, and they want like more just like extravagant stuff. Like the current way that the game is, there's like the story. You're helping this lady, but you're also helping yourself because you need to survive because you're doing this for some company that doesn't trust you, whatever. But this beta version they have, it's like you go out there. There's random enemies. There's random loot. So like you're going around. You start with this little Makarov. That's your gun. You have to make sure that it's clean. You have to like actually clean it. So like you're taking like the little like toothbrush. You're actually brushing the gun because you use it, and it's getting dirty and all the stuff that you're doing. Everything has to be like polished. So like the magazine even. Otherwise you can't hold that many rounds into the magazine. So like you actually have to oil things. Like the game is actually. In fact, I want to play that again because this new beta might actually be good.
Fucking stream it then, cunt.
Maybe I will. Actually, I think I did. Didn't I?
I've never seen you stream it. You may have, but I've never seen you stream it.
Maybe.
If it was like a one-off thing and then you switch to something else, then yeah, I definitely wouldn't have.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
I will put it on my wish list though, and I will check it out at some point. It's $30 for a beta.
I got it when it was 20 bones, so maybe they upped it.
Yeah, you can drop that to 15, and I'll definitely consider it. Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to look back at some Stalker stuff, like some Stalker videos, on YouTube, but it's like every time I think about it, I'm just like, oh no, I don't want to, because then like I'll really want to play it again, and like I'm trying to go through some stuff right now, but then also I'm also into some other stuff right now, and I really don't want to be juggling two games because I can't do that. I have a hyper fixation, but one that's it's like it has no room for anything else. So like recently it was Final Fantasy 14, and then I haven't played that in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I really need to cancel my sub. Because then I got into Skyrim VR, and then I switched back to flat screen Skyrim. And then yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're at Scrim. Flat screen Scrim Special Edition. I should say previously as well, I tried I streamed and played a lot of Call of Chernobyl, which adds and includes all the areas from the games. And you there is a story mode, but I said fuck that, and I was just like, I'll go wherever I want, I'll do whatever I want, and I have my own objectives.
Fuck wherever I want 6 times, I'll do it again.
Yeah, pretty much. There was another mod that I was heavily considering trying, though it has a lot of mechanics that make it a little more complicated. Have you heard of for Call of Pripyat, the mod Misery?
I was hoping it would ring a bell because I saw this mod that was picking up a lot of Steam.
It was probably Anomaly, is what you're thinking of, if you mean recently.
Now what did either of these mods do?
Well, Misery is exactly as it sounds. It is like super hardcore, realistic stalker, where like you need to keep your guns oiled. There are like very specific parts that you need to use to repair your guns. Everything's in really shitty condition, and you die very fucking fast. You need to cook your food, cure yourself with the right medication, shit like that. It's very difficult because it's Misery.
Well, they actually have their own like ModDB gave them their own little site. Like that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Like it has its own. It's not like the other like mod entries. Like this is its own little thing.
No, yeah, it's gone on for a while, and it won a lot of awards back when. I'd say it's fallen off more now, because it's been out for so long and it's just been in, general work for so long. Anomaly is the new kind of hot shit, even though that's been out for a bit, not as long as Misery, but it takes some stuff from Misery, but it dials them back where it's like you can have the need to repair your weapons with very specific kits, but you don't need like individual springs to repair your shit. You can cook food. You need, or you can have the need to carry anomalies that emit radiation in specific containers, as opposed to you just put them in your bag and it's cool. It's just when you have them equipped, like in the base game, it's just when you have them equipped, they actually can add on radiation to you. But you need an actual container in the mod, Anomaly. But last I checked, you can tick that off, whether that's a feature or not. But like stuff like that. It has a more interactive PDA, like a physical one that you can actually pick up. That requires batteries. Like stuff like that. It's dialed back Misery to make it more fun, but it's not like irritating in its difficulty. Like I'd say once you have the knack of it, it shouldn't be that difficult.
That does sound interesting.
I've been thinking about trying that out as well on stream, but it's a matter of learning all the stuff, and I don't want to flub around with I don't know how anything works, and I don't get it. You can guarantee yourself, though, that at least one veteran of the mod will show up to your stream and tell you about some stuff. That goes for a lot of Stalker streams in general anyway. Somebody random will show up that is like almost 100% guarantee. But I'd be interested to see you play Stalker in like a... Honestly, not even so much as just like the mainline games, but like as I did with Call of Chernobyl, and just, fuck off and do whatever.
That's how I played New Vegas. I'm pretty sure anybody plays New Vegas like that, or any.
Well, I mean, you still have quests and whatnot. I'm
Stalker?
No, New Vegas. Oh. When I'm talking about Call of Chernobyl, there is 0 objectives. I'm doing whatever the hell I want. There is no story to follow because I didn't have it ticked. I just want to go where I want to go. You can do little do that? You can do jobs. Well, Call of Chernobyl is a mod.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can do like side quest stuff like, here's this job, bring me this, or kill this thing, or deliver this, etc. But aside from that, yeah, you can just fuck off and do whatever. again, depending if you don't have the story ticked or not. So like for me, it was just fun enough to build myself up in a zone and then travel to other places just to, see the sights. Because for some of the games, I haven't fully played through them all, actually. I haven't fully played through Clear Sky, which is the sequel, and I haven't fully played through Call of Pripyat. I've only completed Shadow of Chernobyl, which is the first game. So it was just fun to see some of the different areas from those other games as well, but have them all actually connected together.
Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds neato.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very...
Just fuck off in any direction, and all of a sudden you just come back, like looking ready.
Yeah, it's a very immersive feeling. I can send you my collection from Twitch if you're interested in just looking around it a bit. Sure, he says.
Okay. All right, I was hoping we wouldn't pass the 3-hour mark.
It's that easy, baby.
I was trying to keep it. You guys gotta. You have a good system here, where the podcasters can ramble, then it goes, and then it just goes.
See,
I said before the podcast that I actually didn't have anything planned.
Yeah,
I don't. I never do. I never do. But it's like this was different. Like I literally didn't have anything really to bring to the table here.
But then he mentioned like 4 different things he wanted to talk about, and it was like, okay, maybe I do have stuff to talk about. And I was like, see, I fucking know you, man. You're gonna have something. Because one of the first things I asked was, anything you want to bring up that you're thinking about talking about? Any topics? It took you like a couple minutes, but you're like, oh yeah, here's 5 things.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's episode 2 technically, but we're not going to put all these parameters on trivial nonsense.
No.
Season 2. The only thing season 2 does is screen. Same bat place, bat time. Well, not bat time. These usually used to be released Tuesday morning. This is going to be released Tuesday night.
Still on
inside
Tuesday.
The podcaster studio. Same bad place. Can't beat that. That time though, that kind of went down here in that area. It should go down here. It's October. It's September, but it's almost October. Damn it.
Yep.
Get spooky with it. Goodbye, everybody.
Get fucky with it. Goodbye.